Hey, I'm JR.
And I'm Mike from the 18 Over Par with Mike and JR podcast.
Welcome to Season 5 of the pod, where we'll continue exploring the sights, stories, and sounds of golf on the prairies, where you'll find some of the most golf courses per capita of anywhere in the world, and beer. Lots of beer.
That's right, JR. More beer.
It's the 18 Over Par podcast with Mike and JR.
You suck, you jackass.
Welcome to 18 Over Par with Mike and JR, proudly presented by Bryce Matlashewski, who is an investment advisor with Endeavor Wealth Management, part of IA Private Wealth, and a member of the Canadian Investor Protection Fund. You can contact Bryce at 204-515-3446. I'm JR, he's Mike, and today we're joined by 2023 Niakwa Match Play Champion and Monday putter regular Jesse Miller. He played in the Manitoba Mid-Am this year and formerly played for the Red Deer Rebels of the WHL and Selkirk Steelers of the MJHL. We found ourselves in a golf studio. I think this is the first time we've done an episode from a golf studio. Maybe Golf Tech could be considered a golf studio with Colin Abgral, whom coaches this guy across from us.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
So we are going to... You didn't?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Did you not check the notes today?
I did my own research.
No, I know. Your research is much better than mine. That's how we like it. We come in unprepared.
Where were the
and
notes?
that's how the magic happens.
Did you fax
On
them?
Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
Yeah, I sent them to Bryce. Bryce Matlashewski.
I didn't look
faxed
at
him.
Instagram today. Sorry.
And even on Bryce, let's give him his usual shout out. He's an investment advisor with Endeavor Wealth Management, part of IA Private Wealth, and a member of the Canadian Investor Protection Fund. Contact Bryce at 204-515-3446. He is a member at St. Charles. You can fax him. You can check him out in our link tree. He's also got his phone number in there, his email. Go to our Facebook or Instagram or our social medias. Click on our bio, and right in there will be a link to our link tree. We got a bunch of good stuff on there. We'll also have a link to Niakwa because we are at Niakwa in the golf studio. Bryce Matlashewski, even though he is a member at St. Charles, and we were at St. Charles recently checking out the restoration of the Donald Ross 9, the Alistair McKenzie 9, and what's going to be the new West 9 to be named later.
Right. I think we were there for in total 24 hours.
I did sleep there.
Yeah, unbelievable facility.
We got a Michael. Thank you very much, Michael.
With my Long Island.
Yeah, Long Island.
Thank you.
Is
Thank you, Michael.
the Niakwa 100 with lime.
Let's do that.
A delicious beer.
Let's do that, Michael. Thank you.
Even though Niakwa is now 102, we're turning 102 this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
In 2023 to celebrate their centennial. Let's do a beer.
Let's do
And that's what they did.
Very good.
Turned out well. This Long Island, too, though, is nothing to sleep on. But anyways.
Not as good as Moosehead.
Not as good as Moosehead. We had the chance to play with Bill Gould. Shout out to Bill at St. Charles. Played the Ross and the McKenzie, as there isn't another 9 right now at St. Charles. And yeah, he was a former Moosehead rep. Is that correct?
I think so. We can say that.
He was a hell of a time. Also, shout out to Barry, who we sat and had some wine with, as well. Craig from St. Charles, Corey, Aaron, Robert, the whole team. Fantastic. 100 out of 100 for hospitality. It's getting close here, though, today at Niakwa, because we got our own little table, own little setup here. We got our own waiter.
Yeah. We just need some oysters.
Just need some oysters, yeah. Was
And,
that your first oyster at St. Charles, Mike?
I don't think so, no. I think I've had them there before. But it was good. I did drop one on the floor. Sorry about that. But I guess I don't got to bring that up. But I just want to be truthful, forthcoming with my oyster dropping. Yeah. What is this? The Sitwell short game area. I don't know if we're getting into this. But,
Yep.
But a 35,000 square foot putting course.
I saw a quick glance of it. Yeah, I could.
You know, Alistair McKenzie inspired, designed by Riley Johns. Unbelievable.
Canadian. Riley is Canadian. He's not, I think, from Alberta or BC.
Calgary, I think.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool to see that. And
he's also developing the West 9 at St. Charles, is Riley Johns, and helped out moving some dirt and shaping the Ross and the McKenzie.
moved a lot of dirt. There's some big dirt mounds there.
Did he not promise us that he's going to let us do some work there?
He invited us out to come shape some bunkers with him, and I'm seriously considering
Absolutely.
it.
So they say it's going to be ready June 1st, 2026, but man, it looks like there's a lot of work to do. But I mean, all that manpower, and I'm sure they're going to do it, but
Yeah.
it looked like a couple, 2 or 3 years from now, but I'm also not a golf course architect, so I don't know. They know more than me. But
Yeah, I think they told us like they're pretty well ready to start putting the topsoil down,
Yeah.
and then start seeding.
Okay,
I
then that
think
might
they
go
had
quicker.
some greens they needed to put drainage in for, maybe some more drainage. Looks like all the sprinklers in. There must.
Yeah,
I
a lot
wish
of
I would have
irrigation.
asked how many there were. Like there's so many sprinklers there. So
And found out because you need that irrigation to evenly distribute the water across the fairways.
it's important.
Very important.
yeah. I don't know. We could talk an hour about the experience.
Yeah, well, maybe
we
our
had there.
next episode we'll do the gambling guide for the Open Championship
Sure,
coming up.
sure.
And we'll dive into that a little bit more. But
There was a podcast that who was it? Ryan Logan from Golf Canada, director of communications for Golf Canada. Listen to Feed the Ball. Derek Duncan does a podcast, and Jim. Who is it?
Urbina?
Jim Urbina and Riley Johns. They talk for about 2.5 hours about. A lot of it is about that St. Charles Reno. So
Okay, because
Well,
Jim
if they're,
Urbina was brought in to do it.
If they have the same bunkers as they do on that south and north 9, people are going to be having a hell of a time out there, because some of those fairway bunkers or greenside bunkers, you could have a really bad day. And I know firsthand because I was in them quite a few times last week at the Mid-Am there. So very, very penalizing course, including their fairway bunkers with fescue around them and these gnarly fingers and brutal.
super high lips on them.
Oh, I know about all those lips. Yeah, so I'm having PTSD just thinking about some of those holes there. But
Even I was playing with a PGA teaching pro, and he didn't even get out of the bunker.
Well, there you go.
well, there you go.
There was
I don't have to feel so bad.
Yes, exactly. Don't feel so bad. We will touch on the Mid-Am a little bit later. The Am is also coming up. It's going to be at Southwood. So that's pretty exciting. Are you playing in that?
We're in that one. Yeah, that's very exciting. Used to be a member at Southwood, the old Southwood even.
Really? Okay.
Yes, by the U of M there. Shout out the old Southwood from 2006 to 2011 until it moved in 2012. Was there for a few years. So yeah, we have
Stanley Thompson design.
We have some good memories of
Really?
Southwood. Yeah, my dad is still there. So my dad just became a member there a few years ago, and he's held together with duct tape and glue. My dad, and he's hitting the ball on the range, and we can get into him a little bit later. He's a real character, but no, looking forward to that Southwood next week for the Am, starting on Monday.
And, well, even on that point of your dad, is that how you got into golf?
Yes, it would be. Yeah. So my dad is the athletic side of the family there. Love
Shout
my
out to mom.
Shout out. Yeah. So my mom is the more finance and sort of the accountant of the family. Sort of has her own talents, but swinging a golf club or catching a ball wouldn't be one of them. But yeah, so my dad introduced me to golf really after hockey. So I started, with a hockey stick in my hand, like most Canadian young boys do, I guess, at the age of 4 or 5. Left-handed hockey player, really loved it, excelled early being an athletic kid. Then my dad took me to the driving range for the first time when I was 9 or 10 years old, which was the St. Vital driving range. And I wanted to swing the club left-handed. And my dad said, no, I have right-handed clubs and I'm not buying you left-handed clubs. So you're going to swing mine or you're not playing. And I remember I just had an absolute tantrum going, oh my God, I'm like 9, 10 years old. I need left-handed clubs. So I went home crying to my mom, and my mom goes, Greg, buy him the left-handed clubs. I'll give you my credit card. Go out to Walmart and get a set. My dad goes, no, he's going to learn to play. That's how my dad talks, by the way. He's going to learn to play right-handed or he's not playing at all. That's how I learned to play. So you know what? I started using my dad's Ping Karsten irons.
Oh, wow.
And Big Bertha Callaway fairway woods, and started swinging those right-handed. Kind of got the knack of it, and really glad he made me do that, because it's easier to get right-handed golf clubs than left-handed. I feel like a lot of people, when they're left-handed, you go, oh, it's a lefty. But it's so popular now, it's not even a big deal. So, no, I'm really glad that he sort of made me go right-handed with that. But the funny thing is, if I try to hit a left-handed golf ball now, it's absolutely impossible. I don't know what I was thinking. I could not hit a golf ball left-handed. And then for hockey, I could not shoot a puck right-handed. It's just so weird how the brain works that way.
Yeah.
So I'm totally right for golf, left for hockey, and that's where we're at. So yes, my dad did introduce me, and then became a member at Southwood when I was 12 years old, like I mentioned earlier, at the the U of M there, and that's sort of where I sort of learned to golf really and met a lot of people that are actually members at Niakwa now, which is funny enough. A lot of people just sort of slowly moved over, and I think starting golf at a really young age is important like that. So starting at 11, 12 makes me a little bit ahead of the curve now for everyone that's just starting golf, because it's on such a mainstream platform right now. So yeah, shout out Dad, even though he gave me a hard time wanting to be lefty.
And shout out to Niakwa. So we mentioned Michael, also Wade, Terry, David, Mac. Thanks for setting this up.
Yes.
And to you, Jesse. Thank you very much. But yeah, the hospitality has been fantastic so far. As soon as I walked in, everyone seemed to know what was going on.
Yeah.
Yep. No, exactly. And they made me feel really welcome when introducing this idea to me, or with you guys as well. Said we could either go into the wine room or down here in the golf studio, where we spend a lot of time in the winters hitting golf balls, right? We got a gym, the Domino's gym, Gardwine gym just next door.
You spend some time in there.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. So we try and get, the Brooks Koepka, Rory McIlroy going, even though I feel like working out, this is kind of a hot take, is a little bit overrated for hitting the golf ball. I mean, I've never not worked out and golfed, so I don't really know what it's like, but let's just put it this way. Bench pressing 300 pounds does nothing for your golf swing. If anything, it can hinder you.
But JR, you've done some golf-focused exercising.
Yeah.
I think that's helped
Fit for
your
golf.
game.
It has, but it tied into, and Prozac training, Zach Thompson, who we had on the show. Just so happens that he was a former professional golfer, and I was rehabbing my left knee.
Right.
Similar story, Mike.
Oh, yeah. My left knee is
Still
buggered.
rehabbing?
Well, and I've taken, you started the, golf fitness. And
Fit for golf.
And I have not done any fitness, and it has not helped me at all.
It's overrated, like I said. Don't worry about it. You don't have to.
I think I'm coming around to think that I maybe should do some fitness.
But Zach Thompson definitely helped me out with some golf-centric exercises, having been a pro and rehabbed his body over his lifetime. That he helped me out a ton, and then I got onto the Fit for Golf app, and I was showing some folks at St. Charles, because they're like, "Man, you hit the ball really far." I'm like, sometimes I don't know where it's going, but yeah, I can hit the ball pretty far.
Drove a couple greens.
Close.
So I'm going to guess that's some core work. I'm going to guess that's mobility, kind of
It's
more
core,
golf
back, a lot of mobility,
focus stuff, right? Yeah. So
and
I
legs,
find
a lot of legs.
So lifts I find that translate to the golf swing would be squats, deadlifts, lower body stuff. Yeah, core, right? A lot of like rotational stuff. But as far as like doing the curls and doing, the shoulder raises, that's just all for aesthetic. As far as hitting the ball, you don't have to do that crap.
No. And even Ryan McMillan, who we had on the show from Elmhurst, he mentioned, because he can bench press, he can push a lot of weight, but he's like, not good for the golf swing, not really needed for the golf swing.
No, it's overrated. I can't tell you how many guys I golf with that are 150, 60 pounds and absolutely kill the ball, because they're so mobile, they're so athletic, and you just don't need to look like a pro bodybuilder to golf.
Colwyn Abgrall maybe being one of them, who
Colwyn Abgrall,
was he being your teacher, or did your dad teach you how to golf? Like, how did that relationship come about, or how did you really learn the game? And
Colwyn Abgrall looks like the perfect guy that you would love to meet in a back lane if you're about to fight someone, because he just does not look like much. And I could say that because him and I are really good friends right now. But the Colwyn Abgrall thing, I've heard about this sort of mythical name over the years of, how good this guy was, but I really had no idea who he was or what he looked like, whatever. My first, memory of Colwyn was my first year as a member here at Niakwa, 2021, was mid during COVID, and it was when it was those couple months where you only were to golf with yourself or in the same household. Remember that thing?
Yes.
So everyone was golfing by themselves or with like their wife or whatever. Right. And so I'm golfing by myself. And then I see this guy behind me with a sun hat on, pants in plus 38 degree weather.
And solar sleeves.
And solar sleeves. And these guys like 5'6", 130 pounds. I'm thinking, what a dorky the guy this is. And so I'm watching this guy behind me, and he's putting every single shot to about 3 or 4 feet and like making the putt. I'm thinking, like, who the hell is this guy? Still didn't really know who he was. I may have heard the name, but I'm thinking, man, like, this guy's good, even though he looks like an absolute whatever. Sorry, Colin. So anyways, fast forward about a year later, I still don't really know who he is. A year or two later, and I'm at a bachelor party for one of my best buddies that I golf with here, whose name is Colin Skaleski. Awesome guy. He's been here 4 or 5 years. One of my best friends now. And he's having a bachelor party in, I think it was maybe August or September of 2023, right before his wedding. And we went to a Goldeye game, and a bunch of us were there, including Colwyn. I still haven't met Colwyn, but I knew he was there. And I think one of the first things he ever said to me was after the Goldeyes game, we're walking from the Goldeyes game to Shark Club. So downtown Summer, still haven't talked to the guy. And and you know what? Like, if you know him, it makes it even more funny. And he's almost like a Saturday Night Live character, this guy. And we're walking down the sidewalk.
You're still talking about
You're
Colwyn?
ripping on him.
Oh, yeah, I don't even care.
We got to get him on the line to give a.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You can sit here too. I don't care. And I don't even know if he remembers this story, but I just won the Match Play Club Championship here, or the Match Play Niakwa that we just had a few years ago. So I won that in 2023, and feeling good about my game. I'm on a bit of a high, a lot of congrats from people, and that was, one of the highlights of my golf career. And I'm walking down the sidewalk to Shark Club, and then all of a sudden, this short little guy with a sun hat on comes up to me, and I don't think he had a sun hat on, but anyways, he goes, and this is the first thing he said to me. He goes, "You think you're good?"
That's hilarious.
And I go, like, I kind of knew what he was talking about. I go, "At what?" He goes, "Golf. You think you're good?" And I'm like, oh, I'm trying to be polite, and I'm like, yeah, like, I don't know, I'm doing okay right now, whatever. And like, without a smile or anything, he goes, "Play me." And I'm and like so what I'm saying, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm not even sure what I said, some like kind of cheeky remark back or whatever, but this guy just wants to play everyone and beat your brains in, no matter who you are. If he hears you're good, he's gonna play you, and he's probably gonna win. So luckily, I don't think I've ever played him one-on-one, or he'd have to give me some strokes, because he really is that nasty.
Oh, for
and,
sure.
And he knows he's good. That's the worst part about him, is he does know he's good, which is even the most annoying thing. But that's one of many Colwyn Abgrall stories I have. That's my first introduction to him. But I've been picking his brain a little bit over the last year or so, or especially this summer, with a little bit of struggles in the game. I get a bit, especially with putting, and he's been, as much as sort of some of these stories might sound like he's an asshole, he actually is trying to help you, and is a great guy and a really good teacher, and is just, his golf IQ is just through the roof. He's like a golf robot. You could just see his brain processing things over a shot, going beep, 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 beep. And like, he's very, very intelligent. So I love playing with guys like that, because it's only going to make you better, right? So and he actually caddied for me day 2 of the Mid-Am at St. Charles, and he had to leave after 3 holes because he got called into work. Someone was sick or something.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just so blunt, and I'm like, oh, like, think you could come back tomorrow then? Like, you only caddied 3 holes? He goes, if you're more in the hunt, maybe I'd think about it, but probably not. And I'm like, okay, well, like, talk to you later.
Yeah, thanks.
But on that note, and actually, funny enough, my first experience at Niakwa was with Colwyn. He took me to the short game area, and like, I wasn't expecting anything, and he gave me a little short game clinic, and I'm still, to this day, that was in 2020, 2021,
Here at
maybe,
Niakwa?
here at Niakwa.
Yeah, okay, he was a member here then.
Yeah, and I'm still, to this day, I use all the tips and tricks that he taught me within that hour.
Yeah,
it was
big time.
so beneficial.
Yeah, he knows what he's talking
We
about.
played with him at Southwood.
And we did play with him at Southwood.
And
yeah.
then
never played
he
with him
fixed
again.
my putting too. He
Right.
told me to putt off my front foot, which is maybe.
Yep. So I've been struggling with my putting this year, and he kind of I could get into that later on, but I got like a new putter going now. I got a whole thing going, but he gave me some tips, and it's been really working well so far. And he's very blunt with what he says and how he delivers it, especially with me being a good friend, and he's not sugarcoating anything, and he lets you know whether you're doing something really bad, he'll let you know, or doing something good. And even if you're doing something really good, he won't say you're doing it really good. He'll say, yeah, it's okay. That means you're doing it good.
Right.
If Colwyn goes, yeah, it's okay, that means you're fine.
He's all business.
Yeah,
Golf Tech. You can find him at Golf Tech on
Golf Tech. Shout out Colwyn.
The episode, I don't know, episode X,
season 1,
X.
episode 9, maybe. That's just.
And we got in the
top
Golf
of my
Tech
dome there.
studio there.
Yeah.
That was cool.
We sure did. But yeah, I totally forgot about that until being here and remembering. Yeah, he actually. This was the first time I ever been to Niakwa, and he was giving me a little bit of a clinic. He wasn't supposed to. He was just like, oh, hey, because I was getting some lessons with him through Golf Tech.
Right.
And then, he just like, hey, come here, we're going to do this. And then all of a sudden I'm getting a clinic, and I'm like, oh, this shit actually works.
We played Southwood on Father's Day with him, my dad, his dad, and myself, a foursome. And first time ever meeting my dad, and first time him meeting my dad, first time me meeting his dad. And we had a sort of a nice foursome on the course. And he's giving my dad playing lessons right on the first hole, basically. And my dad's like, who is this guy? And did he really shoot 64? And like, he shot 8 under 64. And he's just like loves helping people, but he does it in a way where it's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, no, kind of. And I can see how, but we talk about that quite often. Of sometimes you just have to find the teaching professional for yourself. Like, go see a PGA if you want to get better at this game. Like if you're new, go whatever, bang it around, have some fun. I mean, still have some fun as well, even if you've been playing the game for 30 years. But I know I can speak for myself, and even seeing how it's changed your game a little bit. We have access to some of the best teaching professionals in the province and country, I'd say. And learning from them, it has significantly improved my game.
And then even not just Colwyn, so here at Niakwa, we got a great staff of Ben Dalkey, who's helped me a lot with things. Like I'm texting Ben after rounds sometimes at 11 o'clock on a weekday night, and he doesn't have to reply, but he is. And I'm going, dude, I can't hit the ball right now. Oh my God, I'm spraying everything right now. I'm in full panic mode. And he's replying. So Ben's helped me out a lot. We've, Terry Riley's done some fittings for me. Shane St. Denis, JD. We got a great staff here of pros that, everyone sort of has helped me a little bit, or helped everyone. So, it's we're very fortunate in this province to have a lot of good teachers and players and a lot of good courses, and we're very lucky.
And they're willing to help.
And they're willing to, and they love to help too. Even if they might be a bit of a asshole vibe like Colwyn, they do want to help. They do. And listen, I'm giving Colwyn a hard time right now because he could take it, but no, great guy, loves helping out. He just does it in a funny way where I relate to and I respect, because I was a hockey player, right? So I could kind of take that tough love. So
you should meet his cousins though, because we grew up with his cousins.
Oh,
and then you'd see maybe where he has some of that power. Well, they were in Winnipeg.
Oh,
but they were some big boys.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Hey.
Oh yeah.
Must have missed a generation with Colwyn then, hey? I don't know what happened to him. As he's flying the ball past me. I weigh 100 pounds more than him. He's flying the ball past me, so here I am talking shit.
Yeah.
Well, you did bring up your putter, so you recently made a putter change. Was that during the Mid-Am? Was that before the Mid-Am?
During the Mid-Am.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess going back a little bit is I've had the same Scotty Cameron putter for 15 years now. It's a Newport 2.5 mid slant. It's blacked out, custom with my name on. I got it when I was like 15 years old, and I thought, this is the putter I'm having for the rest of my life. It is never the wand, it's the wizard if I'm not making putts. I was very stubborn about it. I have made a lot of putts with it, but the reality is there's a lot of good technology right now. There's a reason why all these players are playing the mallets and the spiders and the bigger putters, and this lab is taking off, right? Lie angle balance is just going crazy. So I guess the start of the putter journey was earlier this year. I had the Manitoba Match Play qualifier at Winkler and just hit the ball great, hit about 16 greens in regulation, and I had 7 3-putts and 43 putts.
Wow.
In the 18 holes.
Yikes.
So if you know sort of anything about golf stats, that is absolutely horrendous. I was sick to my stomach with how bad I putted. With how I hit the ball, I should have been low 70s, easy. It was just such a wake-up call, so disappointing. The hole looked like it was the size of a marble. I've never struggled that bad with putting before, and no excuse either. Course was great, in great shape. Greens were great. Same for everyone. It's I've no excuses. And I thought to myself, okay, well, I better practice putting now. And I'm the type of guy where I'm going to work very hard to kind of figure out this. And I spent the next couple weeks, about 3 hours a night on the Niakwa putting green with my blade Scotty Cameron. I'm always the believer of, Tiger Woods has the blade Scotty Cameron. It's good enough, for him. I'm going to be using that. And I like the way it looks. But, and I practiced the putting and I got a little bit better at the Elmhurst Invitational. Sort of struggled on the putting again a bit. Greens were perfect. They're very hard there, the greens.
Greens will eat you up. If you have any kind of yips or struggling with your putting, you find out real fast that you got to change something.
I think Elmhurst is the hardest course in the province, especially when we played it. It was the windiest day of the year, probably. The greens are running at a 37. It felt like they were so fast. And then I could honestly say, too, I've been golfing for a while. I've never in my life have seen a green going uphill, but when you putt, it's downhill.
Yeah.
And it defies all physics and odds. And then you start looking at the fairway, you start looking at the power lines, which way it's going, and you think this putt has to be uphill, but it's downhill. Then when the putt's downhill, it's uphill. It's just, you're almost like the Zach Galifianakis math meme in The Hangover, trying to do all these calculations. It's an absolute nightmare. So kind of struggled with putting there, which I guess everyone did. And then at the Mid-Am, hit the ball great at the Mid-Am the first couple days, struggled with putting again, had 38 putts each day. Then I give Colwyn, just not good, right? To try and play at the level I'm trying to play at and what I expect out of myself, just like totally not acceptable. And really the last straw was like, maybe it might be the putter change now after 15 years, right? With, the blade isn't working anymore. I just feel like I can't control the face. And I gave Colwyn a call after the round as I normally do. And And he picks up, and normally a normal person would say, "Hey, how's it going, Jesse?" Or "Hey, how's it going?" And some sort of normal introduction. And I call him. He answers right away. He goes, "What do you have to say for yourself?" Because he sees my score live.
Right.
Hey, imagine saying that to someone. "What do you have to say for yourself?" And I go, "What I have to say for myself is I'm either driving to Golf Town right now to spend $500 on a new putter, or I'm driving to Golf Tech to get a demo." He goes, "I have a cancellation right now. Come to Golf Tech." So I drive right to Golf Tech from St. Charles after day 2. He brings me into this room. I've never been there before. On Pembina Highway. It's right by Long and McQuaid there. I've never been there. He's been working there forever. And he pulls me into this room. It was almost like the John Wick room where he's looking for a gun. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. But he opens up this room, and it's all these different guns of like different brands, different magazines, different bullets. It's like such an iconic sort of movie scene. It's so cool. Well, Colin opens the door and has all these putters. Of tailor-made Spiders, Labs, Odysseys, Pings. He's got stuff that no one's even heard of. These probably imports that are illegal.
For sure he does. He's a quirky guy when it comes to some clubs, though. Like he's a quirky guy.
He's going to his car and getting stuff from his car that I've never even heard of before. He goes, "I use this at Pinehurst number 2, blah, blah, blah." I'm thinking, this guy's out of control. And I start feeling a few of them, and he gives me this Jailbird Odyssey putter with it's right here behind me. It's got a center shaft, so there's no torque to it.
Pull it out. Let's see it.
You could
easy now.
You could spin it around, and you're
the center shaft. A lot of people going with this center.
So there's
shaft.
no torque to it, which means it's perfectly balanced right in the center. It might not be for everyone, but if you do that, it doesn't have any heel or toe hang.
Okay.
It's right in the center.
Yeah.
It's 38 inches long.
Take a picture.
Mike's gonna take. You can always take a picture after there, Mike. But whatever.
Right now.
Yeah.
So it's called
We'll do it
Do it
live.
live.
So
I'll do it live.
It's called the square-to-square cruiser Jailbird. It's 38 inches, and it's counterbalanced, which means you choke down on it where there's some weight at the top and weight at the bottom. It might not be for everyone, but man, I absolutely loved it. And there's one thing putting at Golf Tech, making all sorts of putts, and I went back to the Lab and the Spider, but I knew right away I'm probably going to be taking this demo. And I went to St. Charles for the final day the next day and hit the ball kind of crummy, but the best I've putted in probably 2 years.
Really?
I had, I
Okay.
think, 29 or 30 putts, not 1 3-putt for the first time in months. For the first time, I felt like I can make putts again. Even putts I felt like I may have mishit, it just rolled so perfectly. Colin also kind of had to said, bring my hands a little bit more in front, do a little bit of more of a forward press as my hands were behind the ball a bit, which you kind of hit up on the ball.
Okay, yeah.
Doesn't have a nice clean strike. So Colin gave me a quick little tip with that, along with this putter, which just feels almost impossible to make a bad stroke with. And man, was I making putts. Like, I don't think I missed a putt inside 12 feet all day. Again, I hit the ball kind of crummy, shot 76, but man, the putter saved me. So I was like, yep, that's going to be it. We're keeping that. So
Cool.
That's the new putter now. Shout out Odyssey.
So it's longer? Is it longer than what you were usually
Yeah,
playing?
I was using a 35-inch Scotty Cameron blade before that you have to be as precise as Tiger to hit a putt with it right, and not everyone has Tiger Woods' hands, where this, it just, like the technology, it's so forgiving.
Square to square.
Square to square cruiser, cool head cover with a bird on it. That's behind Jailbird. And this is going to be staying in the bag for the long-term future, I think. So, yeah.
What else you got in your bag? You don't have to pull them out one by one if you remember. But
You want me to go into the shaft too a little bit?
If you want to, sure. Yeah,
so,
we can geek out on that a little bit.
So for wedges, we have I'm a Titleist guy through and through, hence the Scotty Cameron there. But the wedges, I have a 52, a 56, and a 60 Titleist Vokey SM10 blacked out. So all my clubs are fitted, which means Terry or Ben Dalkey, saw my numbers and said, "Hey, we need this shaft, we need this head." So we have the blacked out shafts, blacked out wedges, SM10s. Irons we've had for a few seasons now that are just dynamite. They're the 620 forged CB Titleist from Florida Pitching Wedge. And then my favorite club in the bag is going to be this 3 hybrid 21 degree. It's from 2006. It's a Ping Rapture.
Whoa.
And
that's in the history books.
yeah, so this thing is an antique. It should be in the museum. And I can hit this thing anywhere from 190 to 240 probably. It just is such a feely
Jeez,
club.
sounds like Mike's 7-iron.
Yeah, Mike is a nice
It's very inconsistent. It can go, it can go 140 or it can go like 190.
And this thing is fully stocked, so it's the same grip from 2006. I got I got it at the old Southwood Pro Shop there when I was 13, 14 years old. It was a few years old by then. It's a 2006 model. It has a Batman head cover because it's called the Batman Club because I'm obsessed with
I
Batman.
saw the Batman.
Yeah, I got a tattoo. It's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
heard about Batman. Colin asked, or told me to ask you about Batman.
Oh, the Batman thing's just outrageous. Yeah.
But you got it when you're 13 and you're still using it? Like you must
Yep.
have grown since you were 13? Or?
Oh, for sure. I put on probably 150 pounds, grown about 8 inches. But I don't know. For some reason, it just never steers me wrong. All my friends hate it because I just don't seem to mess with it too often.
Right.
It's just my club. I'll probably never get rid of it. Stock shaft, stock grip, stock head. The day that the club breaks is going to be a very sad day for Jesse. So anyways, that's my 3 hybrid. But then we have newer technology going into the 3-wood, which is a Titleist TSR2 with extra stiff hazardous black shaft. And then we have the new sort of king of drivers right now, the Titleist GT hazardous extra stiff black shaft as well, which sometimes misbehaves a little bit, but overall it's a great club as well. So that's so really everything Titleist minus the putter and the Ping Rapture hybrid now, with a Vessel Batman bag and
It's a Batman bag too?
Well, I had to get it stitched in by this guy in his shed in the West End that did a good job stitching a Batman logo on it.
Yeah.
It's like a black on black logo. So shout out, I'm not even sure his name, but he was in the West End and he does stitching.
Bag. Like for the pros too, they always put the name on them.
Right.
I would like to do that.
Yeah.
What's
that?
with my bag? Put some 18 over par stitching.
Yeah, we've been talking about that for a while.
We
still haven't done it.
We don't do it. We need a guy.
Need a guy.
Go see this guy. I don't know his name. I'm not even sure his number anymore.
Just go to the West End and start yelling.
Go to the West End and go, someone stitch a golf bag, and the guy might pop out of the woods.
This back alley.
Yeah, it was like $40.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, for this. Yeah, I mean, took
you
a
know
day.
what? I will do a Terry James. Because seeing as we were at Niakwa, the Terry
guess.
James, when you're at Niakwa, I heard you got to do the Terry James. So when
Times
you
that
ever,
by-
Terry
yeah.
James, what is
yeah,
that?
so you've never heard of the Terry James. So you must know Terry James.
I do know him,
Yeah.
not super well, but I actually played with him day 3 of the Mid-Am, and we
okay.
had a lovely day together. Yeah.
And he did not mention, well, he's a very humble guy. So he wasn't going to brag about the Terry James
I
yet.
asked him about toothpaste, what toothpaste I should be using.
What did he say?
Yeah, he said Sensodyne if you have sensitive teeth, or Crest if you're a Crest guy. And yeah, I mean, he was trying to hit his ball.
Pretty
but
deep into dentistry when we interviewed him.
Yeah, St. Battelle Dental Center.
Things got off the rails.
Yeah.
And then
There's a pickle here. Did you not use your pickle? You're not.
oh,
You're going to put your pickle in there? Want to
I
drop
forgot
your pickle
about the
in?
pickle.
Yeah,
I
we'll
got
drop
lime
it
on
in
the
there
beer.
now.
Okay, I'll put the pickle in.
Yeah,
There's,
put the pickle in there. We got lots of time.
Ryan
with,
McMillan
Yeah, Ryan McMillan
introduced
mentioned.
us to the pickle
I listened to the Ryan interview there, and yeah, he shut out Niakwa from him. He was talking about the Niakwa putter guys bringing up the pickle beer there as well, which, it seems to be a staple, which I can't say I do every time. I kind of forget about it, but yeah, you have the pickle at the end, and you're having like a pickle beer, and yeah, shut out Niakwa 100 here as well.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
Are
They
you on
said
the-
it's like a Corona. To me, I don't know because I don't really drink Corona, but to me, it's like a good
it's
a good light beer.
I see that, yeah.
It is. It's very quaffable.
Very smooth. Oh, jeez.
quaffable.
Quaffable.
Can you use that in a? Oh, I guess
Look
you
it
already
up.
used it in a sentence.
I used it like 3 years ago, and now I've used it again.
Episode, season 3 episode, blah blah blah. But Terry
good.
James, the Terry James drink, which started this whole discussion, is an old fashioned with a splash of Grand Marnier.
No shit. He didn't mention that to me, just the toothpaste on at St. Charles. You know what? Terry's dad used to be a Bill James, who's still a member here. He used to be one of the GMs, like the managers here. And I golfed with Terry's dad, Bill, just a great older guy, had stories for days. I golfed with him in the men's opening this year. And he was telling me things about this course, like he was like a Niakwa encyclopedia, where he was telling me where the old holes used to be, where the old clubhouse, or where the old par 3 used to be, and like stuff from like 40, 50 years ago is just like, holy shit.
That's
like,
neat.
He just knew everything about the course, and that's Terry's dad. And
It is Terry's dad.
Were you
Bill.
on the? You mentioned the putter team. Are you on the putter team?
yes, I am. Yeah, so I've been on this is my year 2 now, and we're currently in playoffs right now. And you know, it's a team, right? So you might not get picked every single week.
Yeah.
A lot of good players here, but
That's a quick season.
starts early May.
Which is good, I'm sure. 'Cause
Playoffs at the end of at early July, end of June. It's really cool getting to play every like Sunday or Monday at a different course, right?
Yeah.
Against the best players in the province, and you're partnered with someone. It's 2-man best ball, and it's nice to play competitive every week. You know that you might not have a Golf Manitoba event every week, but you have the Monday putter until July. So that's been awesome to be a part of the last couple of years.
Did you have to qualify for the Mid-Am? Is that?
Yes, you did.
Right,
So
yeah,
I had to go to Transcona, which I secretly love Transcona Golf Club. I don't know if you guys have ever been there.
I've played it a couple
played
times.
a pro-am, played in a pro-am there
Really?
once with
Oh,
Dale
yeah.
Esipenko. And then I
No
wasn't
way.
invited back the next year
Oh.
because I was too shitty, apparently.
If only he could see you now. He'd be very proud.
Yeah, still shitty.
With all your workouts you've been grinding, hey? With how far you hit the ball, your fitness journey.
So that's cool. So you. And
So,
then how
yeah.
many? I mean, I think they were talking about this when we were at St. Charles. You know, they can only accept so many competitors, players. I don't know how many people came out.
So last year, the Mid-Am was at, where was it? Minnedosa or Minnewasta, I think.
It was supposed to be
It
one of
was-
those, and I thought Minnedosa took it over. Maybe I am.
It was somewhere where I didn't go. I was out of town. I was working, whatever it was. I can't play in every tournament. But the guys that I think finished top 15 or 20 got an exemption into this year at St. Charles. Well, everyone wants to play the new St. Charles. It's in the city. So there had to be a qualifier. And there was, I think, 90 of us for 35 spots.
Wow.
And I played well, shot a 2-over par 73 and got in. That was really awesome because I really wanted to play St. Charles because I had never been there before. First time on the property was, I guess Monday putter for the first time the week before the Mid-Am. And then did a practice round there. The Wednesday was round 1 of the Mid-Am there at St. Charles. So yeah, quite the property. I've just, again, like I said, I've never been there before up until this year, and it's weird to think they have 27 holes and you're in Winnipeg still.
Yeah.
It's a little bit serene in some cases, especially on that Ross 9, and you're just back there, and there's not a lot going on, and
Yeah, you're like, where am I?
The bucks,
Almost.
you know, the deer and the giraffes,
And then you know what?
Giraffes.
So I still got confused. So we teed off on the front 9, or whatever that means, but the south 9,
Yeah, so that'd be Ross.
is that Ross?
Yeah.
And then Mackenzie's the
The
north?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Mackenzie's one that finishes going into the Canada flag, par 5.
Yes,
Straight away.
with that green that's just diabolical.
Yes, yeah,
Basically
yeah.
upside down, and
Yeah.
it's fast. It's
Yeah.
luckily we actually played that hole well during the week. But what's funny is about that south 9. I'm on the 9th hole. I'm walking down the fairway, and I thought, okay, I got to take a pee. I'm drinking all sorts of water and quench that Golf Manitoba had for
Yeah,
us. And
shout out to Quench.
shout out to Quench. Yeah, have you guys had that before?
yeah.
No, we haven't. I
like a
thought we were
bio-
going to
Oh,
ask.
Yeah, I've had Quench.
You've had it?
Well, it
Oh,
used to be
okay.
like
Is it ever good?
BioSteel, and then his Quench was new, and I drink a lot of Quench. And then there was a rep, the guy from Whitewater.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on his name.
Yeah. That sucks that I forget his name. I'll look it up. Mike, you
But,
keep talking. I'm going to look it up.
He is
Shout
a
out
rep
Quench.
for Quench, and he's out from Thunder Bay. But yeah,
was drinking a
super
lot of
good.
it.
So you had to find somewhere to
So
relieve yourself.
I found on the 9th south fairway, right by the river there. The river's on the right, and I'm just looking across the river, and you just see these castles across the river.
Some big shacks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
there, yeah.
my goodness! It almost felt like you were in like Beverly Hills or something, looking at the backyards of these places, like multi-million-dollar homes. So right then and there, I love houses. As a kid, I used to go walk into show homes and just like look at all these houses.
And go
I'd probably-
pee in the show home.
go use their toilet. I texted my buddy that was in the tournament that is a member at St. Charles. I said, hey, I'm on the 9th fairway right now taking a pee into the river. What are these absolute castles across the water? And he replied right away and goes, oh, it's called Ridgedale. So right after the round, I Googled Ridgedale on Google Maps, and I went, and it's like off Roblin, and I went and did like a little drive by the neighborhood, and it's like some of the richest houses in
some nice places in there.
Winnipeg.
You wouldn't
there.
even know it.
I thought, oh my god, and like they're backing on to the St. Charles, I guess, course, and it was fun to see. So yeah, anyways, I'm not in the north end or
Some of them have like a zip line to the clubhouse.
imagine
Dustin Wilson is his name. Dustin
Dustin
Wilson.
Wilson.
Yeah,
Just
spoke
some
with him last
Rep
season.
for the Quench.
Yeah, and a pro.
okay.
PGA.
PGA
So
Pro.
Golf Manitoba must have some sort of deal with them or as a sponsor because
Yeah,
they had
pretty
them
sure.
all week.
Yeah.
They taste phenomenal. They have little packets I took home as well that I'll throw going to the gym, and it's very BioSteel or Prime like.
Yep.
or
It is, yeah.
even
And I think
messy?
a lot of the leagues probably picked them up too. I don't know if they're in the NHL or whatever.
Yeah, well,
but
I thought
think
wasn't one of the original
juniors
founder of BioSteel or whatever, or something. He had something to do with BioSteel before they sold it, and then they went, bankrupt or whatever.
Well, it
the hell
tastes
was.
phenomenal.
Then they started this new one, Quench, and
Right.
Dustin Wilson, they're happen to know him. or however
BioSteel's
worked out.
apparently still around though.
Is it okay? Well, whatever.
We gotta have a BioSteel.
We gotta have our legal on that. Shout out to Rob
episode.
Olson from St. Charles. We need our legal to look into that.
Is he our? We got him on retainer. If you need a
Just a
retainer,
couple.
go to Terry James.
That's right, or Invisalign. He knows his toothpaste, Terry. Great guy.
Toothpaste Terry.
Hits the ball a mile too for like being
he's
like
great.
a little bit of like an older guy too.
Sure.
I mean, I don't want to give him too hard of a time, but he hits this hybrid like
on a
three
rope.
rows.
Roasted us.
Yeah, oh yeah. He went out and just as a lazy 73, 74, whatever it was when he played with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
It was
nice.
disgusting.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, well, where do we go now? But Mid-Am. Yeah. So you play the Ross. It was.
Which is the south? Okay.
Yeah, the South. And I think they changed the naming because it was always north, south, west.
Yeah.
And then they decided to change it, I think at their 100-year mark, maybe. I was reading
And it
the
makes sense. You might
press
as well.
thing today. And yeah, name it after the architects.
Yeah.
Donald Ross obviously designed Pinehurst number 2 and a bunch of other beautiful courses.
Yeah.
Definitely heard the name.
Alistair McKenzie,
Elmhurst.
course designer for Augusta National,
Oh, I've heard of that place.
Cypress,
Yeah, I've heard of those
Point,
courses.
Pasatiempo.
Royal Melbourne.
I've heard of Augusta.
Yeah, Royal Melbourne.
Yeah, those courses are okay.
Yeah, they're just saying, right? Because those are like 3 of those courses are like the top ones in the world, and this one dude
Wild.
did them. And then the
Anyways.
only one in Canada, the only Alistair McKenzie in Canada is here.
Decent
in
resume on
Winnipeg.
Alistair. Decent resume for sure. Good for him.
Yeah, and so getting to hear about that and the history and just the excitement that people had about it. It must have been like talking or listening to Bill James walking around Niagara, right? Just how excited he probably was about, hey, this used to be here, this used to be here,
Right,
this
yeah.
used to be that, right? Like
Yeah, and
just
it's-
hearing that,
Yeah,
you just get
that
lost in
passion.
it, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like the original days of the course, whether it is Augusta or it is Niagara, whatever it is, it's really cool to hear the history, especially, I've been playing here 5 years now, every single day, got a lot of memories and relationships here. And it's cool to hear like, wait, the 10th hole was where? Or the, what was that there? It's just,
Right.
just amazing stuff. So it's cool to pick people's brains like that have been here a while. Like there's been some members here that have been here 40, 50, 60 years and have, the lifetime membership after 50 years. And it's just, a lot of longevity here. And I'm not surprised that they stay around because it's such a great place.
Well, Mike, you were getting into the Mid-Am a little bit there too, and having been an elite level hockey player, I'll call you an elite level hockey player
thanks.
if you want to. Yeah, there
I'll
you go.
take it.
Do you notice anything in preparing for golf, say for a Mid-Am or whatever, that would be similar to, say, preparing for a big game, whether it's playoffs or whether it's versus a rival?
I feel like it's probably even more difficult with golf, to be honest. There's more to think about. See, with hockey, it's just so reactionary. It's so just your instincts. It's just your eye-hand coordination. Everything's happening so quick. It's the game's only an hour, 3 20-minute periods. There's only so much you could sort of think about. Where golf, you're there an hour before. You're there for 4.5, 5 hours. You're there maybe after. It's just a long day. You might hit a tee shot, then you got to wait 5 minutes till your next tee shot. There's a lot of time to think, a lot of time to kind of get in your own head. Where with hockey, there wasn't really a lot of time to think. It was just so go, go, go. Mind you, you still warmed up for hockey and you still, with the resistance bands and you still, tried to hydrate and get a good night's sleep. But with golf, it's all those things and so much more. So when we have the 2 big events here at Niakwa, the Niakwa Men's Match Play and the Club Championship, and before both of those, I like to use our gym down here and do like a quick 45-minute to an hour workout, maybe like shower after, maybe have a new change of clothes, and then like kind of try and treat it like a hockey game where you kind of try and warm up. In that gym we have kettlebells I use and just kind of get the body flowing a bit, and some lacrosse balls, and just getting that mindset. And then you throw on the golf clothes, kind of like you're throwing on the hockey gear a little bit, and then off to the range for 45 minutes. Then by the first tee you're ready to go. But to answer your question, it feels probably even more, I guess, tedious to get ready for one of these golf Manitoba events, because you're playing against the best players in the province at the hardest courses with the hardest pins from the tips. The greens are lightning. They're, even at St. Charles there, the fairway bunkers, if you're in, you're chipping out and you're just trying to make like a par or bogey, and it's just so grueling. So I would say definitely golf has been testing the mind more than hockey, but I love it, right? Because it's such a mental preparation for it, and I guess there are some similarities, but overall, I think golf is even more of a mind fuck, if you're allowed to swear here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Mike's already swore 4 times.
Okay, there you go.
I don't usually swear. We got in trouble
Sometimes
early
it's
on
necessary.
from my mom.
Oh, yes, right. That was more so
swearing.
me.
And the guys at Caddy Shed, they're like, you guys swear a lot.
That's how we talk.
Did you get a practice round at least at St. Charles before you?
I did, yeah. So Golf Manitoba hosted, they said basically the Sunday and Monday before the tournament. If you guys want, here are the tee times, take them. And then I said, yep, 4:37 on the Sunday. The round 1 is on Wednesday. And it would have been my second round there because I was able to play the Monday putter for the first time the week before. So I guess got a couple practice rounds in. But you get to see the course a bit, but it's still so different come tournament time, right? And it's, you could do all the practice rounds in the world, and you get some yardage in, but the greens are going to be quicker, and just everything's a little bit more grueling under tournament time. So yeah, it was nice to see the course, but when you're 3-putting, doesn't really matter how many practice rounds you get. But yeah, you know what? With that course, there's so many dogleg lefts, right? It's going right to left, and I hit the ball traditionally left to right. So I hit a fade all these holes, especially hole 7, that par 5, where you basically have to hit a nasty snap hook. Well, I guess on the range I could hit a snap hook to try. It's kind of like a fun party trick, but it's not my traditional ball flight. I don't love doing that, especially in tournament play. So I'm just hitting like a 4-iron or hybrid, and I have like 300 plus yards left to the green because I'm, it's just, I guess, you got to have that shot in your bag, but a lot of holes that sort of didn't fit my eye. But again, that's on me. Course is amazing, but I guess I got to start hitting draws again because I hit a lot of fades, and St. Charles calls for a lot of dogleg left, right to left shots. So
Jordan can draw the ball pretty well.
Yeah, actually on the south, the Ross 9 on number 7 there. Yeah, duck hooked her right into the trees.
Ooh, that's a crazy tee shot.
Yeah,
I mean that thing has to go so hard from right to left. On day 2, they moved up the tees to where the black tournament tees, they moved them up to where the blues would be, I guess. So it was a little bit more room to hit it. But then on day 1 and 3, they moved it right back where you got to sling this thing from right to left, like 60 yards. And it's a crazy hole. It's fun for sure. If you're not really hitting it the greatest, it's like, what the fuck is this hole? But yeah, I mean, it's a good test of golf there, right? So
yeah, it certainly makes you think.
Makes you think. Yeah, there's a lot of shots where you got, especially that hole 3, the par 4 dogleg left, the south 9. Is that the Ross 9? It's like a big tree right there.
Yes,
There's bunkers right. I mean, those bunkers couldn't be placed in any worse spots for me. Everything is 260 or 280 or laying up at 220.
Yeah.
And
I hit a lot of bunkers out there.
Just so many tough tee shots, including that hole 3 there. So you got to be on your game there. And shout out to Alan McDonald for the win there. That's some really good golf. So
and Addison Cartouche on the women's side.
As well for the women's there too. Her whole course there, We have Jerry Lafleck here too, and Jewel Lafleck, the two sisters who are really elite golfers that are very young, that are I think in the junior right now doing well. So
and we gotta give a shout out to Calla Corman. I think she was up in the top 5 there
from Minnedos or no.
Killarney.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw that.
We met her out there, and she was a big fan of the pod. So we'll get her on.
We'll get her on.
All right, on. Yeah, and then we got Ryder St. Laurent here too, another really good player from Niakwa here. That's at the junior right now. So a lot of good players here, like I said. And then it's kind of nice if when I'm kind of having some putting woes or just I want to run something by someone, I could text the Jay Doyles or the Lyle McKenzies that are provincial winners, and we got the Todd Fannings here, and just so many good players here.
Well, it's a good test of golf here too. Like, let's not sleep on Niakwa.
Right, yeah. But you know what? Like, I guess I'm so used to Niakwa that I just feel like I just know where to miss it. I know what you could get away with. But people from the outside coming in going, oh my God, it's like the hardest course for tee shots, and the greens are so tough. And I've been playing here 5 years, and we all kind of think, it's whatever. But I think St. Charles was like way harder off the tee, but people might think Niakwa's harder off the tee. But again, I'm so used to Niakwa. But no, Niakwa is a challenging course too. Nothing to sleep on as well. Awesome greens. I would say Niakwa's the best shaped course, like as far as like condition in the province. It wintered really well. It just the greens are absolutely perfect. We have Sean Major, the lead superintendent, who does just a great job. The rough is nice and lush and green. The fairways are perfect. We have a really good grounds maintenance crew here as well. Just a really good ship that's running really well here for taking care of the course, and then as well as the food and beverage as well.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
a
the
nice
clubhouse here is
Great.
phenomenal.
And we redid the clubhouse right a year or two
patio.
ago. And the patio is called the Gupta Terrace, and
Right.
it's been around for 10 or 12 years now. And that is, you know what, the best patio in the city, not just for golf course, for anything. Over the Joey Kennistons, over the Moxies, over anywhere.
Does Solid Gold have a patio?
or teasers? I don't think so. But Niakwa's Gupta, looking over the 18th green and the first tee, we have a lot of good nights there with fire tables. We'll sit
It's
up there
beautiful.
after. We're going there
Yeah.
after. It's just an absolute highlight of this place is how good the patio is. So we use it a lot.
Yeah. I played here in a tournament 2 weeks ago.
No way. Did
Yeah.
you not tell me about this?
I told
Did
you
I know?
about it.
Okay, I probably
It was a
forgot.
surprise tournament, and I came into work on Monday, and then my boss was like, Mike, you
Right.
got to play golf today. I was like, oh, great.
Decent Monday.
It was Frank Wade investment thing, and anyways, but it was good, beautiful course, and we had.
What's your favorite hole? Do you remember?
So I'm going to sneak in. I'm going to say 18.
18.
Oh,
is
best
pretty
finishing
good.
hole ever.
Yeah.
Right? Long, but going into the clubhouse like that. I've definitely put a few approach shots into someone's iced tea on the Gupta there. I don't know. You just kind of catch a flyer from the rough, or you hit one a little thin, and it's over the green, off the cart path.
It's a long par 4.
Long par
Yeah.
4, could kind of miss right, left is dead. Then like 80 yards before the green, it slopes down into a gully. Then it goes up the hill again. It's just an awesome hole we all love. But yeah, it's
And everyone watching you on the patio.
Oh yeah, and the nerves are there. You know what? I also keep track of the last few years. I keep track of how many birdies I make and eagles. Per year, and right now, as of July 8th, the only hole I haven't birdied this year is hole 18. Only one
cool.
left.
I was starting to think about that, like the courses I've played a lot, and just like keeping a tally on, okay, which holes have I birdied?
Yeah, and then
Clear,
you add,
like, especially because I play there
yeah.
a lot, but I mean, there's probably only 4 or 5 holes that I have birdied, but I should start keeping track, and then
you add it up at the end of the year. I only keep
right.
track for Niakwa's birdies and eagles, and you think, oh man, last year I had 265 birdies at Niakwa with I think 10 eagles, and it's you look back and you go, man, like that was
maybe
a
that's
lot of
maybe
birdies.
that's a feature that Golf Canada can add to their app.
Do they not have it?
That would be nice.
Like it would track. Have you
Oh,
birdied
okay,
this? I'm not sure.
I love keeping stats. I keep track of my workouts per year. I keep track of how many movies I see a year.
I found my driver on the back 9 of that tournament, but I haven't found it again. But I was just like
You might not find it for a
300
while, but
yards.
yeah.
It was great.
Got to go see Coleman.
Yeah, I was out driving Subas, and that was good. But I am playing Southwood on Friday, and I didn't know that the Am is there.
Yeah, the Am. So they're going to be in tip-top shape.
Jeez.
Yeah, good luck,
Great.
Mike.
And I
That's
hope
gonna
it's
be a
nice
fun
and
day.
windy for you, so
Yeah,
you get to feel the
windy
full punishment
and
of that place.
raining, and the rough is going to be long.
And
Fescue.
do yourself a favor and just for fun, play the back tips at
Yeah,
400 yards. And if you really want a 4.5 hours of punishment, you go back there. It's
Yeah.
just ridiculous.
It is a tough,
be a 6-hour round.
course.
There's just so much land out there.
Won't be
It's
invited back.
such a test.
JR, you quickly touched on hockey. And
Oh, yes, yeah.
Jesse being an elite athlete, hockey player. Like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you're
How-
getting all the
I
praise
guess,
now.
I mean, like anyone, I guess we all played hockey growing up, but it seemed like were you on the ice a lot more, or you just took to the game and you had some success.
Yeah, like growing up as a youngster, the dad had me in skates and a hockey stick young, and seemed to excel right away being an athletic kid, and started, I think one of my first memories was playing underage St. Mattel Victorias. I was 9 years old and the rest of the guys were 10, and made the team as an underager, and we had a great season, won the championship, and I had a lot of success. And then that moved into the AAA Warriors and then the Winnipeg Wild, and then from there a few of the players on my team for the under 18 provincial midget Winnipeg Wild that were drafted by the Red Deer Rebels. So a few of the scouts were watching on that season, and they saw me playing and thought, oh, let's give this guy a chance. And they sent me a camp invite for the Red Deer Rebels, and I'm never short on energy or work ethic. And I made the team right out of camp, never really listed or drafted by any WHL team, and made the Rebels as a 17, 18-year-old. And that was one of the highlights of my life, playing in the best junior league in the world and also too, the year I made it was the 2012-2013 season, where it was the NHL lockout half the year. So the season didn't start until January, if you remember, in 2013 in the Chicago Blackhawks.
Oh,
won.
yes, right, yeah.
Yeah, so everyone filtered down. So I'm playing against the Leon Draisaitl's, the Morgan Rileys, the Braden Points, the Seth Joneses, the Adam Lowry's, Morrissey's. The list goes on. It was just a stacked league. And
You're playing with Matt Dumba.
And then I played with Matt Dumba on the Red Deer Rebels that I got some stories about. I mean, he was basically the modern day Scott Stevens, just absolutely running people over even in training camp. It didn't have to be during the game. It was during training camp or an exhibition game. This guy, if you have your head down crossing the center line or blue line, he is coming through with a shoulder and didn't care if you were 16 or 20, you were getting absolutely punished. And he was a great guy off the ice. I really liked him.
Yeah.
But he was a absolute killer, and he was just coming off being drafted 7th overall by the Minnesota Wild like a few months earlier, so he was vibing, right?
Yeah.
And then the head coach is Brent Sutter.
How was that?
So I mean, do we know about Brent Sutter? He won, I think, 4 or 5 Stanley Cups with the Islanders in the 80s. He coached the Calgary Flames and New Jersey Devils. Just, I mean, the Sutter family is iconic in Canada, especially Alberta, with Daryl Sutter and the LA Kings there. So when I was there, and I think even now, maybe he resigned a few spots now, but I was there in 2013, and he was the head coach, the general manager, the president, and the owner of this team. Think about how many roles. So now listen to this. We are coming back home from a long road trip in the U.S. playing the Tri-City Americans, Spokane Chiefs, Portland Winterhawks, Victoria Royals. We were gone for like a week and a half, and I was a rookie at the time, and all the rookies at the front of the bus. And I remember I woke up coming from one of the cities to another. It's like 4 a.m, and I woke up, and there's like luggage all over me because that's where they kept the luggage on top of the rookies. We were just treated like absolute garbage. And I woke up, and I thought I was dreaming. There's Brent Sutter driving the bus. with the bus driver in Brent's spot, and they switched spots. I guess the bus driver was a little bit tired, and Brent goes, "I'll take over." So now this goddamn guy is the bus driver, general manager, coach, president, owner. He may as well have been the lead mayor of Alberta. Right. He just did it all, right? He totally did it all.
Jeez.
And
that's hilarious.
Another memory with that is I think it might have been that same road trip that we actually lost. I think the first like 6 games in a row, we were getting pumped by the West there in Portland Winterhawks, Tri-City. We're losing, and then on the road trip there, our final game of the road trip, we lost to the Kelowna Rockets 8-0 or something, and and then later that season, Morrissey, Draisaitl, they all went to the Kelowna Rockets because I think they might have been hosting the Memorial Cup, where they were loading up or something.
Okay.
But they were already good. They completely tuned us. They as Colwyn would say, they pumped our eyes shut. That's what he says. So the Kelowna Rocks pumped our eyes shut. We're getting out of a week and a half road trip. And it's where we get back to Red Deer at 5 a.m. in January. It's probably minus 40 outside. We're all cold. We just want to go home. And we get off the bus, and it was a really quiet, long bus ride as we just lost every game. And we're getting off the bus, and Brent Sutter goes, "Where the fuck are you guys going?" And it's like 5 a.m, minus 40. All our equipment's gross, stinky, and sweaty. And then I think it was Matt Dumba goes, "Well, we're going home, Brent. Like, we're going to go sleep in our beds." Brent goes, "Fuck that. You're on the ice in half an hour." And it's like 5 a.m. And he put us on the ice at 5:30, 6 a.m. and we did about a 2 to 2.5 hour bag skate. And guys are puking. I believe that practice fought Hayden Fleury, who was a Winnipeg Jet later this season, just to get some intensity going. I was 18, he was 16. He was like 6'7", but I'm just like fighting him. Like, it's just everyone's fighting everyone. We're just trying to show Brent we get some intensity going. We did what's called the gauntlet, where everyone lines up during the lower half. One player goes through and gets body checked, one after another. It's like 6 a.m. It was absolute punishment for 2.5 hours. Guys are puking, people are fighting each other. And that was one of the memories of Red Deer.
That's amazing.
That's a hard sell on Red Deer.
What a fun league. What a fun game.
Doesn't he have a farm? Like,
he does have a farm that's just outside of Red Deer.
Yeah, ranch, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they all do. Yeah, they're big farmers outside of hockey. Yeah, it's really cool to see.
That's awesome. That's a good story. Well, I was going to bring up Hayden Fleury, too. and just because of the Winnipeg Jet, and I saw him on the roster.
Yeah.
I gotta say Winnipeg Wild, obviously earlier, but you guys went 41-3.
Oh, good research. Yeah, good.
On the season, which is pretty amazing. I think we've heard. Was there one year maybe they went undefeated? I'm not sure, but
the Winnipeg Wild, I was fortunate enough to play with there for a season in 2011, 2012, and shout out Paul Kruger, who's been the coach there for like 35 years. He runs a good program, really good team. Always it's between the Thrashers and the Wild. Now there's even a new team called the Bruins, which is another team in the city, the Winnipeg Bruins, Thrashers, and Wild. But really good season, a lot of good players. I had a lot of success, and I think that's what helped me get to Red Deer the next year is, I had a really good season around the best players, on the team. And it was really easy to succeed when your team's going 41-3 or whatever it was.
Right.
Then we went 9-0 in the playoffs. Ended up losing a heartbreaker in the regionals in Verdun there, but that really jump-started right before Red Deer, and then we finished off the hockey career with the Selkirk Steelers.
Yeah, the MJ.
As a 20-year-old, shout out MJ with the Steelers.
Who was your coach with the Selkirk Steelers at that time? Do you remember?
It was Wayne Bartley.
Okay.
Yeah, Wayne Bartley. So then I actually finished over the last few years coaching with the Winnipeg Wild with Paul Kruger, and Wayne Bartley was the assistant coach. So I've kind of known him for years, and he was him and Jeff Mitchell were the Selkirk Steelers coaches, and ended up having a great season with them. I had a few concussion problems with Red Deer. Didn't play a lot. Really, didn't play the next year at all in 2013, 2014. So. Selkirk was my first year back, and didn't miss a game of practice. Felt good,
Thanks, Michael.
Thanks, Michael, for these drinks.
Yeah,
and finished off a good career with the Selkirk Steelers.
Were you golfing at that time? Were you able to take the sticks with you? Or was Sutter bag skating you too often?
Yeah, Sutter had us in the skates. I remember we went home at Christmas time, and we couldn't wait for the Christmas break, which was which was December 23rd to 26th. We played the Edmonton Oil Kings on Boxing Day, and Brent Sutter had us all take our equipment home to skate during during the Christmas break. Brent, we have 2 days off. I'm supposed to throw on all my Red Deer gear and head to the outdoor rink. I brought my equipment home reluctantly, but I didn't use it. Sorry.
Yeah.
We need a couple days off, and then we got pumped by the Oil Kings on the 26th and 27th. They had a really good team then too. So I mentioned earlier, I was at Southwood as a 12 to 16-year-old, and then 16 to 18-year-old at the new Southwood. Then my dad was he was paying my membership at the time. He goes, "You're not a junior anymore. I can't afford this membership anymore. You're gonna have to pay out of your own pocket, or you're not playing at all." And that's legit how my dad talks. It's like a mix between Homer Simpson and Homer Simpson and Bam Margera's dad. He's an absolute character. So that's my dad. So you know what? From age 19 to 26, I didn't play a lot of golf. I played a few times here and there with some buddies, very recreationally, not even really keeping score. Just I'm not saying I lost the love of it, but just, didn't have a membership. Just was doing other things at the time, working full time. And then in 2020, the COVID hit, started golfing a lot more with my dad, started paying a lot of green fees. And then 2021, I'm like, I think I got to get a membership. I'm playing so much golf again, kind of got the bug again. And I actually tried going back to Southwood, as that was my first home.
Right.
And they were fully full. They said, "Nope, we're booked. Sorry, you're going to have to go on the wait list and get a range membership or something." I thought, no, I don't want to do that. And I knew some people at Niakwa at the time. Ended up giving our manager Wade Nabakin a call, and he was very welcoming, saying, "Yeah, come on here. We got a good group of guys for you. There's a spot for you." And I've been here since 2021. So really, what I'm saying is I didn't golf a lot from 2013 to 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, which is wild. And
then you come back, and in 2023 you win the match play.
No kidding.
That was a really good
and
year.
that's so important, starting golf young, and you played a lot of golf in those 5, 6, 10 years, and then some people don't play golf in those years, or maybe not a lot. And then they start as a 25, 30-year-old,
Yeah, exactly.
And so the buddies who played when they're younger are always better than the buddies who are just starting, obviously. But it's a lot harder to learn when you are
It's a little bit like riding a bike at a young age, you know, like you might not ride a bike then for 10 years, but you know how to, you know what the mechanics feel like, you know what your swing feels like. It's the same thing with golf, right? So even though I didn't play a lot for, I guess, like 7, 8, 9 years there, once I came back here in 2021 and started getting a few good rounds in and started getting some confidence back, and then next thing you know, a few years later, you're winning kind of a top tournament here against the best players at the course, which was just
Well, we see the board for the 2025 championship. So what happened this year?
And then this year, so we so last year I lost to the semifinals in the semifinals to Lyle McKenzie, who ended up going to win on the full thing. Really good player, great guy. I've picked his brain a little bit. So he's a member here along with his brother Brian, who I grew up with. This year we got taken out in the second round to a guy at the age of 71 named Ken Warwick, who is a really good player, putts the lights out, and he took me down right on the 18th hole. We were tied going to 18, and he made a long putt on 18 to take me out. So that was the end of me this year for the match play. It's the way it goes. And the winner this year was Michael Tanchuk, a really good young player who's just a really great guy who hits the ball really solid, really consistent, and a really impressive young man. So he was able to win our match play this year. So he adds his name to the Niakwa Match Play Trophy, which has been around a while. So congrats, Michael and Lyle, the last couple of years. But it is nice to see my name on 2023 there. That was really cool.
Did you say that's your biggest accomplishment in golf this far?
Yeah, I would. I guess I would have to say, there's so many good players here. And at the time, I was just trying to qualify for the tournament. I ended up qualifying with a 69, my lowest score ever. So that was, and then so qualified with a 69. The week later, right before we did the draw for the match play, we had something here called the Thompson Cup, which is kind of like an interclub, or it's almost like a men's opening or a men's closing, where it was the people under 40 versus the people over 40. It's kind of like a club event, really. Nothing too serious. It's handicap based. And during the Thompson Cup on the 8th hole at Niakwa, we had something called Sink the Nick Taylor putt, which was him making that 80-footer.
Yeah, it's like I think it was 72 or 74 feet, something like
80
that.
feet, whatever it was. That amazing putt to win the Canadian Open. So a few weeks later, we replicate that same putt on hole 8, and it was a $20 buy-in to make the putt. And if you make it, you get your name entered in to win this unbelievable Augusta Masters tailor-made staff bag that's worth like $1,000 with head covers. Jeez. And they go, okay, Jesse, like your turn if you want to add $20. And I thought, no, it's like $20. I'm not going to make this 75.
It's a donation.
It's a donation. I'm not a chance of making this putt. Like, it's ridiculous. I thought, Jesse, don't be so goddamn cheap. Ended up being the first person to putt in my group, and I made the thing.
Whoa.
I made this 75-footer, only one to make it all day, and ended up winning the tailor-made Augusta staff bag, which I bring out every single April for Augusta for the Masters. And it came with head covers. It's just an unbelievable thing that I won. And then a few days later, ended up winning the match play on Sunday. So it was a really good week or two.
No kidding.
Absolutely.
Jeez. And like you said, a lot of good players.
A lot of good
here.
players here, yeah.
And we had Lyle on the show. I mean, even like you mentioned, Terry James, who we got to play with and who's been on the show and showed us the new clubhouse and then introduced us to the Terry James drink. So,
there you go. Yeah.
Good competition.
A lot of good competition here. It's never short on that. So even part of like the Monday Putter team, right? There's so many good players every week. And it's nice being able to sort of have those guys as your peers to play against and with, right? So
And you brought up Nickel play here? Jay?
Yeah,
Jay Nickel, Jason
I know
Nickel.
Jason well. He's a good friend.
Earlier this season.
Seems like a genius as well.
Very high IQ, really good guy to chat with. Him and I Instagram DM a little bit and stuff. He's a great guy that way. So he's a PGA professional where he's not able to play really in any of these Niakwa events, any Golf Manitoba events, and he sort of has accepted that. He's an online coach and doing really well, but he's also a Titleist guy, so sort of shout out Titleist as I am as well. But
He's trying to get that discount.
Oh, imagine. Geez, give me some Pro V1s for
PGA of
$90 a dozen. They're good balls, but give me a break, Titleist.
Yeah, he was this season, episode 2.
PGA of America.
Yeah, we checked out his shed.
Yes, he's got that full simulator. Hey, I know.
He's got the balance plates and the weight, whatever the heck they're called. He got those in, and
he's fully
got
loaded.
Quite the setup,
fully loaded.
He actually helped my game this year. That's why I'm hitting it further.
And your workouts.
And the workouts,
and your workouts.
But Jay Nickel also helped, and as did
I gotta
Zach
send him
Thompson,
some
as did
videos.
Sandy. Yeah, there's a lot of. I've had a lot of help over the years. Colwyn.
Me.
Oh yeah, Colwyn.
Mike. Yeah. You just tell me how shitty I am.
We don't even golf together.
We don't. We actually. So what's
I
funny
thought
enough
we
is
were going to
have a
golf
ball. We never-
together at
yeah.
the St. Charles thing, and they split us up. I was like, oh, man.
You guys are together enough. It's okay.
That's true. Yeah, we do spend a lot of time together.
Let me ask you guys, how did you guys get started in this? What's the journey? How did you guys
COVID.
know each other with COVID?
Went to
podcast?
school, middle school. From middle school on, we did our fashion show in grade 12. We
met-
hosted it together.
Yeah.
Which
and
high
played
school?
some hockey together. Silver Heights Collegiate,
Okay.
no longer there. Now
Okay.
it was amalgamated with Sturgeon Creek, so it is now known as Sturgeon Heights. Silver Heights is condos, townhouses now.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it is. But yeah, I grew up right by there. We went to Bruce Middle School.
Oh, you guys have known each other a while then.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, played a bit
some
of hockey.
together. Mm-hmm. JR came up with the idea. He
2020.
he left Winnipeg, for 10 years or whatever.
Where'd you go?
East Coast, Calgary.
Yeah. Yeah, Halifax and Calgary, and came back and wanted to do something creative, especially during COVID. Originally, it was going to be I wanted to do a fashion brand. So my mother was in fashion. I'm like, let's. They started to get with Bad Birdie, all those things started coming. I'm like, let's do something around that. I'm like, you know what? I've been in radio for however long, and I got out of it because I didn't want to be in it anymore. I was like, well, this could be something. I used to work in the industry, knew enough people in the industry, and now 5 years later, here we are.
In hindsight, we should have started a golf brand, and we'd be rich.
You would be, yeah.
It's not too late.
Yeah.
Come on.
Bryce Malashewski's making us rich.
Shout out
yeah,
Bryce.
I mean, he has a background in broadcasting, and
Yeah.
and then I enjoy just talking to people
And dry humor.
dry humor, and then what I didn't know is I kind of enjoy deep research on people,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, you got some
shows,
things
eh?
about me where I'm like, how did you find that?
and more to
You'll
come.
find out things you don't even know about yourself.
You creep.
And our first guest was Sandy Kursiba, and he was a touring professional. He played in Australia. And
played in
wherever.
Canada, played wherever. Yeah,
U.S., Canada,
make money.
So there was a lot of information out there on him, and he was older now, but yeah, I think our first episode was like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it was pretty darn close.
I'm not sure. I think I had to pee like 6
Yeah, you
times.
did. Yeah, and we had to do it over the phone. We didn't really know what
Trial
we're
and error.
doing. Yeah,
Trial
and
and error,
it's
yeah.
kind of morphed into this. But thank you for everyone who's listening, and thanks.
Good for you
thanks
guys. Yeah,
Jesse,
no,
for,
it's awesome.
Thank you for
sticking it out and
finding
listening.
us, and
Yeah.
tell your friends. And
Yeah, no, you guys are known for sure. For sure.
there's so many golfers. I mean, we're very golf Manitoba specific. There could be so many more people I think we could reach. Or
But there's
who
so
don't
much
know.
history and stories too,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
where you think of how most of these courses. Well, maybe not most, but a lot of the courses now in and around Winnipeg are either 100, getting close to
Yeah.
100, or over 100 years old. That's
Absolutely.
pretty impressive.
Yep. So like the Old South, like I said, where I grew up by U of M, that was 100+ years old by
Yeah.
the time it changed it when it moved over to the new one in 2011. That was one of the oldest courses in the province, and now Niakwa here, 102, 103, and St. Charles I think is up there as well. I think,
Yeah.
maybe?
What does it say? Yeah, 1904.
No, there's sort of an underrated golf province, really.
You looked at
Yeah.
my shirt.
I did look at your shirt. You're just thinking I just pulled that out of thin air. Yeah, we were. Yeah, Mike just read the press kit. It's all good. But
Always got a
I
nice-
read it after we went.
Mike was just there for the food, the golf, and the drinks, and then after he's like, "Oh yeah, there's some information here."
So, like I said, as we talked about, I was at the Mid-Am for at St. Charles last week, and all I've heard about all week was this practice facility, this practice area. It's not open to us, but it's going to be open to the membership, July, whatever. And on the final day, I finally thought to myself, I got to go see this thing. And I ended up sinking a nice birdie putt. So it was kind of, a bit of a hop in my step on hole 13 there, right before the par 5. And why I'm saying hole 13 is because 50 yards ahead is that big bunker, which you go walk up to go see that new practice facility.
Right.
And I thought, okay, let's probably a little bit overrated. And I went and before my ball was even in the hole, I quickly picked it up and ran right to the top of the hill there to see that new practice facility, and I honestly could not believe my eyes. That putting green must have been 100 yards long, probably 17 bunkers in there. It was right along the river, perfect location.
I'm gonna guess 35,000 square feet
It
at
was-
least.
Like, yeah, media kit.
it looked like a mini 9-hole course almost. I thought,
Yeah.
holy shit!
Well, and a lot of
12. There's actually
unbelievable.
12
A lot of
holes.
these
12 holes on there for the
courses
putting contest.
are like
We did a putting contest on a night, and yeah, they punched
Right.
12 holes in there.
I wanted
You
to
can go up
stop
and down all
mid-round
the
and
way.
drop a few balls down and hit a couple of chips. I thought, man,
Yeah.
this looks awesome.
and these putting courses are pretty popular at these big Bandon Dunes.
Yeah.
Pinehurst has it. It's called the Thistle Dew or
Oh, yes,
Thistle
yeah.
Dew. Old Course, St. Andrews has the Himalayas, and they have these like it was super fun.
Yeah.
And like we just had a beer.
Looks so hilly.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
just trying to make these putts.
And to think that was like the dump, quote unquote, the
So-
dump.
Yeah,
Of
I
St.
heard that
Charles.
area was just sort of like the maintenance area where they
Yep.
kept a lot of just shit over the
Yep.
years, and they cleaned it out and made it this world-class practice facility. It was like, oh, man.
And shout out to Braden Gilbert, the
Oh, yes.
course superintendent, and Rob Olson, our lawyer. But they won the course, or they won the tournament,
The
this
putting
putting
contest.
contest.
Yeah.
But obviously, the superintendent, had some good understanding of
Right.
which way
You'd hope.
that green was going. But
So cool. Such a good job they did. Yeah, I would love to kind of practice around there, but Niakwa's too is awesome as well. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe not the landscape, but we got everything you need here as well. So.
Oh, yeah.
beautiful.
Like I said, that's where I learned from Colwyn. So thanks, Colwyn. Shout out to you.
Oh, we're still on Colwyn? Oh,
No, yeah. Well, no, you know what? I got a couple more here, but I would want to jump
Yeah.
to the back nine lightning round, and maybe we'll weave some of this stuff
Sure.
Oh, you're
into
gonna
the back
weave.
nine. Yeah, I'm gonna weave now. I'm gonna pull a mic and weave
Yeah.
some stuff in here. But let's jump into the back nine
Because
lightning
we don't
round.
want a 3-hour episode.
That's right. Yeah,
Keep
we got to
it
go to
going
the
Joe
patio.
Rogan style.
Yeah.
That's fine.
We only got so much daylight, but let's shout out to Bryce Malashewski, and that is who is sponsoring the Back Nine Lightning Round, and he is an investment advisor with Endeavor Wealth Management, part of IA Private Wealth, and a member of the Canadian Investor Protection Fund. You can contact Bryce at 204-515-3446. You can also check him out in our link tree. Just go to our Facebook, Instagram, or social media, click on that bio, and it'll take you right to our link tree.
I texted Bryce today about our
Oh, you did?
our St. Charles experience.
Oh,
'cause
geez.
he's a member
I didn't.
there.
I was thinking about him today.
Yeah, and then he hasn't answered me. So he may be over because he was going to go to Scott. He was going to.
He's traveling again?
He's overseas, so he was going to try and get on the Old Course again,
But he's been helping me out. My investments.
or not
and
again. He
financial help.
hasn't been there. But
Good for
he's been
Bryce.
helping
Gonna
you
try.
out.
He has been helping me out, yeah, for quite some time now. So thank you, Bryce.
Good.
And he can help you out too, and talk to you about his new clubs he
Oh,
got
I
from
don't have
Stu
that much.
Bannatyne.
I don't have that much money. I didn't make the threshold of investing. I'm just. Yeah.
You just have to know Bryce.
Apparently, we did run into Curtis Markson.
Yeah, Curtis
Marcus,
Markson.
yeah,
Yeah.
St.
Yeah.
Charles member,
Yeah.
a great player. Yeah, played
Did
with
he
him at
walk
the
up and he's
Elmhurst
putting
Invitation.
What is that? He won the
mid-master?
Mid-Masters, yeah.
yeah.
Which is-
So
Yeah, for sure.
45.
I think he's over 40.
40
over
40,
40
yeah.
plus, yeah.
Right over 40, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, really
There's
good player.
25, 40,
he
then
said
55.
he had played with Bryce recently, and Bryce got new clubs, and he's hitting them pretty good.
Go see a professional. Get fit. Get some lessons.
Go
Helps,
see, yeah.
for sure.
Stu Bannatyne.
Stu.
You got a nickname?
Yeah, I mean, like my last name's Miller, so the traditional one is Millsy, Mill,
Yeah.
Jess, short
Yeah.
for Jesse. But here at the golf course, I get called Batman a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, as I got the tattoo, I got the car, I got a
Yeah,
Mustang.
so what's with the Batman then?
Yeah,
I saw
you know,
the Mustang out there. I didn't.
What is
cool.
with the Batman? Batman is my favorite superhero. so I'm
No,
assuming Batman
okay.
is your favorite superhero.
Okay,
yeah.
there you go. Oh, I love to hear that.
The night is always darkest before it's dawn.
Oh.
These aren't hockey pads.
You know what? In yeah, that's right. Yeah, I catch the reference. In 2008, The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger as the Joker,
Yep.
just totally changed my life. That Batman trilogy with Christopher Nolan. 2005, Batman Begins. 2008, Dark Knight. 2012, Dark Knight Rises. Right when I was
And
in
don't
middle
sleep
school.
on Dark Knight Rises. I know a lot of people might
With
sleep
Bane
on Dark
there,
Knight
Tom
Rises.
Hardy,
Yeah.
and just Christian Bale as Batman.
Anne
just,
Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway,
Yeah.
yep. So big movie guy, totally changed my life. All my best friends in high school, we always talk about it to this day. And I thought, oh my God, I just love Batman. Then I got my dream car at when I was 22, 23 there with using all my life savings to get a black Mustang GT and slowly kind of made it into the Batmobile. So it's totally blacked out. It's absolutely awesome. I got a Batman tattoo here, which is that's the Dark Knight Batman logo there on my arm, along with a lot of other music tattoos. And then on my golf bag here, I got as I said that West End Batman stitching. I found this guy. He's like, yeah, I'll do it for $40 and a pack of cigarettes. And then I got the Batman head cover here. Shout out K&G Golf here in Manitoba
Yeah,
as well.
right. Shout out
So
to the boys.
they made a
Westman.
beautiful
Yeah.
Batman head cover for my Ping Rapture from 2006 there. And I just slowly kind of turned into Batman there. And then also too, I'm called here at Niakwa amongst my close friends Tin Man. And you think Tin Man, like from the Wizard of Oz? And It actually goes back a number of years ago when I was a member here in 2021. There was a player here where we would always say, hey, like after the round, let's do the Gupta, which is the Gupta terrace, means patio, like the best part of the being here. You know, screw the golf. Let's go on the Gupta. And we would always say Gupta after the round, and then this one guy would always say, does the Tin Man have a sheet metal dick? Almost like this bear shit in the woods,
right.
You know, is the sky blue? And he would say, does the Tin Man have a sheet metal dick? So this would get brought up every week, saying, "Hey Jesse, a Gupta after," and I would just say Tin Man. Like, you know, and they knew what that meant. And then I said it so much, I got obsessed with it. I just became the Tin Man or Tinner, and
That's hilarious.
That became my nickname. So it's kind of an inside joke
That's
a little bit with the
great
Wizard
origin
of Oz.
story.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah. So I have a few nicknames.
Quickly, you mentioned music.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
I
big
went
music
through
guy.
your
Don't even get me
your
going with this.
Instagram,
How much
but,
time do you guys
seem like
have?
you're such a music fan.
Obsessed.
Well, maybe save that for season 6.
Season 6.
Oh, I could go on about music.
But it seems like you do a lot of traveling to go like concerts. Like, do you have a?
I wouldn't say a lot of traveling. I would say I see a lot of concerts as
Okay.
well. So my sister, who is 9 years older than me, she lives in Saskatoon. She comes into Winnipeg for concerts. We're like the same person, but she's 9 years older. We're absolute best friends, and we see a lot of concerts together, whether it's Queens of the Stone Age, KG Elephant, Royal Blood. My dad, big music guy growing up, he is obsessed with Elvis. I got Elvis on my arm
Oh
here.
yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
That's very nice.
yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then it kind of morphed into my own as I got older. I'm obsessed with Metallica, so I probably know more about Metallica than anyone in North America, and that's a fact. I like to think I just know everything about Metallica, and I just became this music guy. It became just part of my DNA, and I love music at the gym or before a golf course or just.
Do you listen? Do you have a certain set playlist before you're going out to golf, or if you're working out?
You know what's funny is right before, whenever I have a serious golf tournament happening, my good buddy Connor Stewart, who showed me this song, and I played this song going to the 2023 Niakwa Match Play. I played it every single morning, early morning tee times. It was Skyfall by Adele, which is the James Bond song, right?
Great. Some might say it might be the best.
Some might say it might be the
James
best.
Bond movie, yeah.
Exactly. So, and I listened to that song every single day, every single round going into the 2023 Niakwa Match Play there. And also, too, this song goes with this TikTok of Tiger Woods winning the 2019 Masters. And it just puts me in the mood to play golf. It's this really kind of like deep song with Adele singing Skyfall. So that's sort of my golf song, would you? Skyfall by Adele. Yeah.
Nice. Your walkout. Your
my walkout
your WWE walkout,
It's my walkout song.
Yeah. There you go. Thanks for bringing up music, Mike.
I didn't even realize that was in your thread-ins, but
And I'll quickly say as well, I have a best friend. We're in a music club together, so it's sort of like a book club. So it's my best friend I went to high school with.
Okay.
And since 2018, at the start of every month, we send each other a new music album to listen to at the start of the month. Then we review it at the end of the month.
Interesting. What are you
That's
listening to
cool.
now then? What are you
Right
listening
now,
to?
he sent me this really heavy metal album. That's really good, actually. I sent him a Limp Bizkit album.
Which one?
This month. Chocolate Starfish.
Oh, yeah,
and,
Chocolate
and the
Starfish,
hot dog flavored water.
Unbelievable.
That's right. Yeah. So I sent them that this month. Then at the end of the year, we ranked the 12 albums that were sent, and we've been doing this since 2018.
wow.
So without this music club, I'm not sure me and my best friend would even talk anymore. But every month we have to really send the submission and the review, and everything's been sent from Taylor Swift to heavy death metal to Limp Bizkit to Elvis, Metallica.
Well, who was it? Because we were playing, I was playing with Dave Wheeler from Energy 106, Frenchie and RP. When we were out there, I was playing some tunes. And so if you're a fan of Stranger Things,
Yes.
remember Steve from Stranger Things?
Yeah.
He was a musician before he was on Stranger Things, and he's still a musician to this day. So yeah, you can go
They had
check him out.
Metallica in that season,
Yeah.
didn't they?
So I'm trying to think of what the heck his name was, or what his artist name is.
I'd have one of those.
But
Master of Puppets was a real big highlight
Yes.
of that season.
just look up Steve for Stranger Things, and listen to his music. It's actually pretty interesting.
Okay, because they had Master of Puppets from Metallica as a big song in that
Yes,
Stranger
right.
Things season. Yeah,
And I don't think they had any of Steve's music, but also the other guy, the long hair guy, the Canadian, he's also in a band, And so I think they actually toured around a little bit. So yeah, if you're a
Okay.
Stranger Things fan on Netflix, there you go.
How
Okay.
about that?
Yeah.
How about
There
that?
you go. I
We should
didn't
just
know
do a
that.
music podcast.
Can I get on with my back nine questions?
Yeah, go
JR?
ahead, Mike.
Just
Go
kidding.
for it.
Do you play music?
I mean, if you,
Do you do
count
any
Guitar Hero
instruments?
expert and Rock Band drums expert, sure. But like, no, I just have a good ear for music and
Yeah.
like listening. But I unfortunately do not play guitar or drums.
Had you ever played an instrument? Actually, I
I
was
played
thinking about this
trombone
the
in
other
grade
day as
7.
a question.
Trombone.
Trombone in grade 7. That's about it.
I
I'm not even
played
sure I passed.
trombone in grade 7.
Oh, yes, you did. You and Allison Ganny.
Yeah, we were in the jazz band.
Yeah, the
There you
brass
go.
section.
brass section.
I like to think I'd be a drummer if I was an actual musician, but I'm not.
Trombone is one like it's not like you can just pick that up again and be cool. Like it's not cool. Like
Remember you had
trumpet
to-
is
I don't know.
cool.
I think it's
JR
okay.
played the saxophone.
I did play the saxophone.
Saxophone's
Yeah, saxophone guy.
cool.
Trombone, you had to lube up the member and
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
don't
you can-
know.
that's
This
Mike
is grade
And then
7.
you empty your spit.
That's
your-
right, the
Oh,
spit
yeah.
lube.
the
Oh.
spit gauge. is like,
DJO. There you go. DJO. That's Steve from Stranger Things. So there.
Okay.
All right.
If you've watched Stranger Things,
I've
that's
seen it.
Steve.
I've seen a few seasons.
yeah, that's Steve from Stranger
doesn't
Things.
look-
Yes.
Familiar.
Okay. He's got a
So-
real
Oh,
streaming
he's
service
legit.
there.
He is legit.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got
Apple Music,
over 20
Spotify?
million monthly listeners.
Wow.
Yeah.
wow. All right. Have you ever got a hole in one?
Yes, I have 2.
Oh, whereabouts?
Hole 12 Niakwa, July 13th, 2021. 7 iron from 187 yards, around 7:30 p.m. Playing with a couple buddies. Hit a beautiful shot right at the pin. Didn't know it was in until we got up there. I thought I went long. Right, brought my pitching wedge up to the green. Then there's my ball, my Pro V1 marked in the center of the cup. I thought, holy shit, like that's a hole in one. And during that time with 2021 was the COVID rules, and we had to be out of the patio at 10 o'clock. I think we finished at 9:15, so we had like 45 minutes to kind of party a little bit. That was my first hole in one. Then,
Did it cost you some money or?
you know what? We pay $10 a month for insurance here, I think, for
Oh,
Niagara.
Hey,
so-
doing
Yeah,
insurance.
yeah,
Smart.
So yeah, so we have hole in one insurance here. So luckily, I pay that every month just in case, and that got covered. And then my second one was the following year at a bachelor party in Kenora, hole 15 with a bunch of my drunk buddies behind me. I hit a pitching
Kenora.
wedge from 134 yards, hit behind the cup, spun back in. And it was one of those hole in ones where the ball gets stuck between the cup and the pin because the pin was leaning over. And my one friend was like, "That's not in, doesn't count." But it's like if you move the pin, it goes in. It 100%
Right.
counts. It's
Yeah.
like a controversial
Interesting.
hole in one, but 100% counts. Absolutely. So that was my second hole in one. We had a lot of Pink Whitney that night. And
Kenora, another Stanley
Kenora.
Thompson design.
There you go.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
So many blind tee shots there. I remember.
Oh, it's crazy.
I remember you're hitting over hills,
Yeah.
underneath different bridges. It seemed like you never knew where your
yeah,
tee
it
shot
was
went.
dangerous a little bit.
was
but
sketchy.
It was like uphill, downhill, uphill, and,
So hilly.
and you couldn't see. And then when I played it, it was really smoky. It was like 2 or 3 years ago, but there's
I
like
think
forest
it's
fires. But
that course in Beauty Bay are the two sort of Kenora ones,
Beauty
but I've
Bay
only
is
played
great.
Kenora. But
oh yeah,
so
Get
you know
out to
what?
Beauty Bay.
You have 2 hole in ones, and as far as I'm concerned, all you need is one in your life, and then you're good
Yeah.
forever. You just need
That's-
one.
We're searching for it.
You guys don't have one?
Nope.
Oh man,
no.
it'll come.
That's what we're
Keep
hoping
hitting
for.
up the flag.
Yeah.
It'll come. It has to go in. 1 in 12,000.
But that's the odds.
That's what the odds are. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a preferred golf ball brand or model?
I think I lose sleep over whether I play the Pro V1 or Pro V1X.
Okay.
I just don't know. The
But
X
do you
is-
actually notice a difference?
on putting and short game, yes, you could feel the
Okay.
X is a little bit firmer, right? A little
Okay.
bit more of a clicky sound. Off the tee, not really, but the X is supposed to go a little bit higher, a little bit more spin. Pro V1 is sort of softer, so I'm constantly going back and forth which one I want to play, but ultimately I would say just the regular Pro V1, but also like TaylorMade TP5 makes a great ball, Bridgestone. What else makes a great ball? Like they're Callaway.
A lot
I
of
mean,
people are playing those Srixons now.
Yeah, the Shrixons. JJ
so,
Spawn after the
hey,
US
let's
Open.
go back to Colwyn for a second. He plays a Mizuno ball.
Okay.
I
So-
didn't even know they made Mizuno balls.
Now
So
hold on.
No one does. No one does.
I think he was pushing Mizunos on anyone that came in there. 'Cause aren't you playing Mizuno?
it's a
I
Colwyn
got
thing.
Mizuno, irons.
He's
And Barry
getting-
Crow, so we had on last episode, he playing Mizunos, and Cam Preston playing Mizunos.
Right.
So
I like him.
I'm playing with Colin a couple months ago, and he plays this Mizuno ball, and he gave me one to try, and it was a great ball. It felt like a Pro V1. I don't really know the difference, but they're not like consumer. You can't buy them at Golf Town.
Right.
I'm not even sure where you could get them. But I said to Colin, I go, so like, be honest, like, how do you like this Mizuno ball? Like, you know, no one plays it. Everyone plays a TaylorMade or Titleist, whatever. And I go, how do you like the Mizuno ball? He goes, well, you've seen me hit it. What do you think? And I go, I don't know. You could play like a top flight dude. You'd be fine. And that was the answer to the question. He goes, you saw me play it. What do you think, man? I'm like, yeah, it's a good ball. Fucking asshole.
We got to get Colin back on.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Have
With
me on.
you,
Rebecca.
yeah,
With me.
that'd be good.
With
That'd be
me.
good
I'll put him in
episode.
his place.
And we'll video it. It'll be a match.
The golf robot.
Which golf course in Manitoba would be your personal favorite?
I always had a thing with Granite Hills. So
Oh, yeah.
Granite Hills is just
Nice.
beautiful. Feels like you're in a different province. But then also shutouts. The Steinbach Fly-In. Always in good shape.
Okay.
My dad always took me there as a youngster. Good track. Always liked the layout.
It is minty out there. Yeah,
Always so
Lush,
good, right?
Yeah.
And then I mean I'm biased, but Niakwa, right?
course,
I'm
yeah.
such in good shape. I'm so used to it. So I say I guess Granite Hills, the Fly-In, Niakwa. A lot of good courses though in
Yes.
the province, right? And I haven't played a lot of them, to be honest. I've played a few.
Well, that probably leads into the next question.
Yeah, you got a bucket list course in Manitoba that you'd love to get out to.
Maybe Hecla.
Yeah.
Heck-
Oh
Hecla.
yeah, do it.
Never been out there. My dad talks a big game about
Yep,
Hecla.
do it.
Maybe
Nice.
Minnewasta.
Yeah.
And now,
Also
is there
nice.
a Minnedosa?
Yep,
Yeah.
there's
as well?
Dosa National, Minnedosa, and Minnewasta.
So maybe both those I haven't played.
You can come out and do the tour because I'm supposed to do the Patrick Law tour, who is the pro at Minnedosa. And he's like,
Okay.
let's go out and let's do some Westman stuff. I'm like, absolutely. Let's
And I
do it. So
know-
in August.
I know Minnewasta's had some trouble with their clubhouse lately. Is that Minnewasta,
Yes,
right? I'm
it
not
is,
sure
yeah.
what's
It's
going on
burnt
there.
down twice,
Yeah, burnt down.
That's
unfortunately.
just so unfortunate. I've played the Falcons. I've played the Clear Lakes. Winkler's awesome. Carmen's really underrated. Carmen's a great golf course. But one's on the bucket list. I guess I'll say the Minnewasta, Minnedosa, Hecla. Am I
Nice.
missing one? What do you guys think?
Nope.
No, those are good.
You've played Oak Island?
Okay, no, I haven't played
No,
Oak
okay,
Island.
all
I know
right.
they had the Mid-Am or Am there
had
a
the
couple
Am there,
years
yeah.
ago. Right by Brandon, is
Yep.
it, I think? So haven't played Oak Island. I hear it's sweet. And then also Shiloh. I hear Shiloh's really
okay.
good too.
Great greens at
Mike would
Shiloh.
know.
Clear
And
Lake.
then-
Have you played Clear Lake?
I have
you
played
mentioned,
Clear
yeah.
Lake many years ago. I remember a few holes with my dad, but like can't remember it off by heart. And then I hear Warren Whispering Winds is actually pretty good too.
And this year it's in good shape.
Have you played
Like
there?
I have, yeah. So we
And-
used to that used to be where you would get your
Isn't there,
card. That was your player ability test. Used to be
Right.
It was called South Interlake at the time. Now Whispering Winds
I
of
mean,
Warren.
recently, have you played there?
Yes,
Yeah, you
I
played,
played
there
last year.
And when is the other tournament?
The HBH.
Yeah.
That's coming up end of this month.
Okay.
The last Friday of this month, the HBH charity
Sign
class.
up
We got
for that.
info on that in our link tree. Just go to our
Go to the
There you go.
go to the
I'd
Instagram, click in our
maybe I
bio.
can play.
Our link tree is right there. I haven't been asked yet, so there you go, Mike. So maybe we won't get the invite this year.
I don't know if
It's
we
a
need
Friday.
to get invited.
No, it's a Friday before the long weekend.
We'll donate a
It gets nutty.
We'll donate a shirt
Yeah,
and a
and
sticker.
there are bus rides. Usually there are bus rides.
Okay.
So it
Bus are
helps.
okay.
But yeah,
I like a good bus ride. Jesse probably knows a lot about bus rides.
Oh, I had a lot of them with Brent Sutter driving the bus.
What would be, in your opinion, the most memorable course that you've ever had to, if you've ever had the opportunity to play? You do any golf tourism?
Yeah,
or-
you know what? Would definitely love to play a lot more courses outside Manitoba or even outside Canada. Last February, I got to play the PGA West Stadium course where they have the American Express, where, where Nick Dunlap won. So I
Yeah.
played the tips from there. Played like
Yeah.
pretty good. Shot 79. Awesome
That's,
course. Got to play the Greg Norman course. Got to play the Pete Dye Mountain course. And then I also played a few courses. I played Quintero in Arizona. Number of years ago as well, which is another really hard track down south there. But that's about it for travel golf, unfortunately. I know there's a lot of golf in Ontario, in Alberta, in BC, like some of the best courses in the world. I would say Cabot Cliffs or Cabot Links, right? In Inverness, Nova Scotia would be right on the bucket list. The Pebble Beaches. And you know what? Call me crazy. I'm going to play Augusta one day. Look at everyone
Won't
laugh.
call you crazy, but yeah, you gotta do
there's
it.
got to be a way.
There's
There's got to be a
There's
way.
got to be a way. There's a few people we know.
You just
Maybe
got to
one
get
person.
super
Yeah.
lucky
Two people.
or know
we know.
someone.
Yeah.
There's
That
one
played
thing
it.
going to the tournament, but like I mean, there's got to be a way to play that goddamn course. Hole 12, I'd say Augusta is my all-time favorite hole.
All right, that's also another question we can maybe add to
okay.
the back nine lightning round. We haven't asked that
Sure,
question. If you
sure.
have like a favorite.
I have more answers if you want.
I guess. Yeah, with the exception of Augusta, what would be your dream course to
Pebble.
play? Pebble. Pebbles come up a lot.
I know it comes up a lot. I know it's so mainstream. But just on was it the Pacific Ocean there?
Yep.
That hole 7, that par 3.
I peed in that ocean.
So you've played Pebble?
Nope. They punched the greens, and we ended up playing Spyglass.
Okay, so not a bad second, but like, I mean, there's so many good courses around the world. The Pinehurst number 2s,
Which
what
Mike
else?
has been to.
I went
Torrey
to
Pines,
Torrey, yeah.
Yeah, I was in Pinehurst twice last year.
and then even
And then I played it. I played the Cradle, and then obviously Colwyn has played.
Yeah,
I don't know You played number 2. It was like
in the US
USM.
yeah, of course, yeah. But then let's also go to Wisconsin with Aaron Hill's Whistling
Good point.
Straits, right? Where
and
my
Sand Valley.
my good buddy Connor Stewart played the Whistling Straits, and he has a ball marker to show for it, and it's just there's so many good courses
There
across
is.
North America.
I have not played Jasper. I have not played
Right.
Banff Springs.
Me neither.
Both Stanley Thompson designs.
Are
Stanley
they?
Thompson's the theme
Yeah.
here, and Riley Johns in this redesign of the St. Charles West 9. Designing or taking some of those existing holes from Jasper and Banff.
Or ideas of those holes.
Exactly. And then
Those bunkers are a nightmare.
Incorporating those into what he is making at St. Charles was super cool to hear his vision, and we
awesome.
were walking the course and
And he was pushing dirt at Cabot.
yeah, he
Riley
was
Johns, so.
Cabot.
He helped with that, hey?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
With
had a
Ben
whole
Crenshaw
thing.
and
Core.
Wow.
I think it's Core and Crenshaw is the
Very cool.
super cool. It was so cool.
And he's
nerding
here
out
right
with
now.
them.
He is in Winnipeg right now, believe it or not. Yeah. Which is, again,
And-
you think of how lucky we are in this province.
And Cabot St. Lucia.
Thank you, right? What'd you call it before?
Lucia.
Lucia.
Whatever. We
the
all
luchadors.
understand what you're saying.
And then Sheep Ranch at Bandon too. He worked
Yes,
on that
right.
co-designer.
Yeah.
And then Jim Urbina also, put his hands on Bandon and
Basically, if there's any Alistair McKenzie course that wants to get restored in the world, it's Jim Urbina that's
Yeah.
doing it. And he's, again, in Winnipeg right now.
Wow,
Wild
really,
to
eh?
think of, yeah.
So, anyways, I want to go play Jasper and Banff. I played
many.
Tunnel Mountain at Banff, which is like their 9-hole, and then they have Banff Springs.
Okay.
Then I hear about like the Predator Ridges, right? And there's so many. I know.
There,
I
yeah.
gotta. I got the case to travel too. I got this hard shell case to travel through for the airport,
Yeah,
right? Which
yeah.
clubs aren't gonna get broken or anything. Knock on wood. But I got the resources to travel to play some golf, and I just gotta find some people to go with.
Yeah.
All my buddies aren't exactly the most financially stable right now. As I'm,
It's tough times.
It's tough times, right? Golf's an expensive game, right? So I don't want to really go by myself, but. One day.
This question, which I forgot to ask last episode,
Right.
what is your career low round?
Does it have to be from the tips, or does it have to be?
No, whatever it is, wherever.
Mini putt. We don't care.
I believe from the tips I have a 67 from Transcona, but like
Cool.
Yeah, but then
still.
I have from the tips here legit round ball and hole 69 from Niakwa from the tips. I have a 68 from the Blues, so one forward from the tips. But then one I'm kind of proud of is a 5-under back nine here at Niakwa.
Well, that's solid.
It's not the hardest back nine in the world. We got a few par 5s there, but it's always nice coming in saying I was 5-under on that 9 holes.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you know what? We've also had some chances where I've been like 4 or 5 under here from the tips after 12 or 13 holes, and I come in with like a double, a bogey, a double, and you just kind of blow it.
That's
And
all right.
You
You
still
gotta-
shoot a 70 or 71, but
You got to celebrate those good holes.
yeah, but like, you have a hot 13 holes and you thought, just 5 more holes, and I'm in with like a 67 or something, or 66. And one day, so we're still striving for like a 65, 66. But for right now, it's like a 68, 69, 67.
That's,
Depends on the course.
I keep referencing St. Charles just because it was an amazing experience there. It was yesterday, and
And you're wearing the shirt.
and the hat and the underwear.
And the socks.
Yeah. I
What a
sold.
pro shop they had in
I
there.
sold my soul.
Yeah. Yeah, never go to a pro shop with Mike.
Bring your wallet.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But I went par, and Jordan, you went par.
Yeah, as you knocked my hat off the table.
Throw
Thanks.
it off the table.
you finished
and-
par on the...
No, sorry.
started par.
Started
Oh.
1 and 2. We went par.
Started with the South 9.
Yeah.
So par 4, par 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, hot start.
Yep.
And then
Then it finishes par 3, par 5.
I had an 8.
Oh, snowman.
After my group was like,
Snowman.
why is the podcast called 18 over par?
Yeah, I shot 18 over par actually. Right on brand.
Yeah.
90.
Good.
Is that a 90?
Yep.
Okay. No,
happy
you
with
guys are
that.
the perfect
I was,
representatives of this
Yeah,
podcast.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah. It's right up there too.
Yeah, what are you, 93?
93.
93.
I think it was 94, but Golf Canada adjusted.
Oh,
to,
yeah. See, I was a 90 adjusted to an 89 because I also had an 8.
Right.
And a
Snowman.
7. Yeah.
Love Golf
You guys broke
Canada.
100 better than
And
average.
we
You're
made
fine.
a lot of good friends with the Golf Canada guys there.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. No, they're super cool. Doug Hasty, apparently he was a pro at the Nash, as they like to
Yeah,
call
the
it.
National.
Canada National. The National.
Is that ever good?
That's like, what, the
It's
$250,000 a year?
Something
Whatever.
like
Something
that,
like
yeah.
that. It's crazy.
Toronto and
Oh, my goodness.
St. George and all these places.
Okay.
Anyways,
Toronto.
number 8, Toronto. And they were like, how do you say Toronto? That was a
Toronto.
different
Toronto.
conversation.
Like Boston, but Toronto.
So number 8's my wild card. You're a big listener of the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
So earlier you said it. What'd you say about your putt? It's not the wand, it's the wizard.
It's if you're
good
putting bad,
callback.
it's not the wand, it's the wizard. It's you. It's not the equipment.
Sure. So I.
But with my putter, it was the equipment. That's all blaming.
So
on.
throughout my research, a 2012 Red Deer Advocate article mentioned that you were a magician
Wow, what research?
on and off
shit.
the ice, stating that you were an amateur magician. Amateur magician.
Oh my
Do you
God.
still practice
Do you have a
the
deck
dark
of cards
arts?
in your bag?
I don't have a deck of cards or 3 juggling balls, but
Yeah, it said you juggled a lot.
But
too.
you know what?
And maybe even levitation.
oh my gosh! So now we're going back. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
We got another. Maybe I need to go to the washroom before we
no.
answer this question.
We're
Hold it and pinch
now
it.
I
we're-
told JR to bring some cards. I was gonna too. I forgot.
You know what? Now we're going to the David Blaine, Chris Angel, Harry Houdini stuff that I was obsessed with as a young teenager. But
Did you have any idea that we'd bring this up?
no,
today?
I really didn't because this is going back years now. But you know what? My grade 3 gym teacher was hosting a juggling class, a grade 3 juggling class, and after class, and it started with about 25 of us. By the end of the season, it was just me by myself, and I got obsessed with it, like many things, whether it's golf or hockey or working out, and ended up becoming a pretty prolific juggler, which went into rings, went into bowling pins, which then led into
Wow.
me volunteering every Saturday at what's called the Holy Family Nursing Home, where I'm then doing different magic tricks, different juggling. I was basically doing everything but riding a unicycle
Right.
at the time, and the older people couldn't really exactly see what I was doing from maybe 10, 20 feet away, but they appreciated a young guy was there giving them their time. And yeah, you know what, like riding a bike, once you know how to, it's just sort of a pattern with juggling or doing some of these magic tricks with cards. And I got obsessed with David Blaine and Chris Angel, and now there's this guy named Oz Perlman, who I don't know if you guys have heard of
No.
him, but he's like a mind reader, and he basically reads people's instincts and what their eyes are doing, and he could guess your bank account and your PIN number and what your first crush was, and just wild stuff. He was just on Joe Rogan, and I never got into that realm, but there's some freaky stuff going on with juggling and magic. So
Yeah.
I definitely dabbled in my kind of mid-teens, but we still know how to a bit, but I don't break it out as much as maybe I should.
No.
I'm not sure girls would be too.
It's not on your dating profile.
No, it's not on my.
I would put that right up there. Close-up magic. Want to see it?
I'm not sure how many matches I would
I
get
would
with
pull
that.
it out once in a while. You know, if everyone's.
It's fun.
If I
I know a
could do
few.
it.
I know a few card tricks. I got a magic book. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
There's a few good
I
ones.
imagine
There's a
it.
few good ones. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't have that.
that's funny.
I don't have that kind of focus and dedication.
I call bullshit on that.
Well, now I'm focused on golf architecture. So,
Right. Yeah.
our flagship question in the back nine lightning round: what is your favorite condiment?
I mean, we can't say ketchup, right?
Yeah,
Everyone.
you can. Ketchup's been very popular this year.
Everyone says ketchup.
I would look
No,
down
just
on
this
that
year.
answer, but
Yeah,
No,
see,
no.
he looks down on it. I'm not going to say ketchup, even though it is so good on eggs and French fries.
love it on eggs and French fries.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
know.
put it
You
on
know
a
what?
burger
I'm
or
gonna
a hot
say
dog.
sweet Thai chili sauce.
Sweet
Right?
Thai
Goes
chili,
good on
okay.
chicken and rice. Goes good on just
Yeah.
about anything. It goes good on even pizza.
JR, big Thai guy.
Okay.
I'm a big Thai guy, yeah.
Maybe Caesar salad dressing, right? Even a little bit of ranch.
I love that answer.
Okay.
vinegar, right?
I don't think anyone's ever said Caesar salad dressing.
Oh, I can eat
No.
that by the
a
gallon.
nice
of just
extra garlicky.
Parmesan.
Put the anchovies in there. You
Now
ever-
we're getting
when
hungry. They got some great food here now.
Right.
We have
Yeah,
to
you
eat
know, we're
something.
gonna have it after.
Anyways, good answer.
Okay, yeah, I
That is
can't
a
say
good answer.
ketchup.
Because we
Or
yeah,
mustard.
but we always say like it doesn't have to be like a sauce.
No.
It can be say banana peppers, jalapenos. Because I'm a guy who likes spice.
So like
Really like
Frank's
spice.
Red Hots.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
sauce,
tried. What was
Grilled
it
onions.
at Barry Crose's house? What was it? The ranch,
Frank's Ranch.
Frank's Ranch, like
Yeah.
Frank's Hot Ranch.
That was
That's a
good.
sauce, and
condiment.
It was, yeah, and
Yeah.
it was delicious.
What about the
Or crispy onions.
What about the piece of dill on that smoked gold eye on a cucumber that we had?
Okay, well, we're going to get into 5 minutes of this at St. Charles because they're bringing out hors d'oeuvres. We didn't realize we were going to get fed the entire day, pretty much. But
Took care of you guys.
yeah,
eh?
we had
nice.
had some gold eye on that cucumber and the bruschetta and
Spanakopita.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know, is it spanakopita or
hungry.
spanakopita? I don't know what it was, but that was great. So we're going to lead in and we're going to say it was ketchup. At the end of the day, it was ketchup. He's
Honorable
putting
mention ketchup.
Yeah.
Ketchup
Yeah.
is so
He's
good.
putting
Let's
it on
be
his
honest.
smoked gold eye.
Who
yeah.
doesn't pick ketchup?
I do. I'm a big fan of ketchup. I'm a big ketchup guy.
Mustard too.
Yeah, mustard is great. All of it's great.
Vinegar.
Wait, quickly. Let
Yeah.
me. We're
We're good.
We're still under
Yeah,
2
we're good.
hours.
I'm gonna be cutting some of this. out anyway.
Favorite thing to order at Niakwa? Like, what's
Oh,
your
yeah.
go-to?
Yeah, what's
You
the
got a
go-to?
sandwich.
I don't
or a
even think it's on
thing?
the menu anymore, but the chicken fingers and fries. Like so
Oh, wow.
basic, so
Yeah.
nice, right? But then
They do it with a bit of honey dill, maybe.
Sure, yeah, or
Yeah.
ranch, or whatever they want, whatever they bring out. I don't
Ranch
even
and
care.
chicken fingers.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm be willing to try that.
listen,
That
I just
sounds
finished
interesting.
18 holes walking, grinding my ass off. I just bring me whatever.
Yeah.
The cheeseburger is great as well. The pizza, almost anything is going to be fine, right? The Caesar salad wrap, right, which is going to be in a wrap as well with either French fries, yam fries, or onion rings is going to be solid. There's the mac and cheese as well. There's the tacos.
All right, well, that's
geez, whatever.
We'll take that as an answer. That's great. This has been super fun.
Yeah, that was the Back Nine Lightning Round for Bryce Malashewski, who is an investment advisor with Endeavor Wealth Management, part of IA Private Wealth, and a member of the Canadian Investor Protection Fund. You can contact Bryce at 204-515-3446. You can also check him out on our Facebook or Instagram. Just click on our bio, and right there will take you to our link tree. And he's right there.
Yeah. Anything
Also a
else
member
we
of St.
left
Charles.
out?
Well, we can, yeah.
See, oh, sorry.
No, I know you got to pee, Mike.
I do got it.
I'm trying to be kind.
I got a P2.
Okay.
That's okay.
Well, this was great. Thank you so much. We'll have to do a part 2.
I would love a part
With
2 for
Colin.
sure. I got more,
That'd be fun.
You know what
more
we
stuff
should
to
do?
say. Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go find a show home. There was one when we came in.
Take a leak.
Take a
Oh
leak.
man, I'm like 10 years old riding my bike to like the local show home just to like see like their pool table and stuff, and like my parents are nowhere to be found.
Right on. I
Who
look
is
forward to
this guy?
part 2 of this discussion.
Yeah.
Where's your parents, Jesse? I don't know.
So long, everyone.
Yeah, well,
All right.
before we go, shout out again to Michael, Wade, Terry, David, all the folks here in Niakwa. McKenna,
Yep.
thanks, girl, for setting this up. And to you, Jesse, appreciate the time.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
having me. Love to be on again for sure.
We'll have
Some
another
more
drink
things.
and we'll have some food.
Awesome,
again.
guys. Thanks
Have
a
yourself
lot.
a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
And you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.